Yo, what's going on? Happy Saturday to everybody out there. I got the panel with me and a special guest, sneakerhead on a budget. My man Jay, how we feeling today, bro?
Hey man, family, what's going on? Definitely ready for this epic live sneaker show. And I must say, without y'all, this is not possible. We all appreciate y'all.
I gotta hit Jay already with the solo. My man's got it on today.
Yes, sir, fam. Shirts are readily available. Let me know what you want, and I will make sure you get it.
Purple Haze, how we doing, bro?
Happy Saturday, beautiful people. We are live in effect and ready to count down to some very interesting topics today and potential cops for a lot of people. We have Sneakerhead on a Budget joining us today, man. Give it up to him in the chat. Yeah, thanks for tapping in with us, man. This is about to be a lit panel today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. Think I'm Possible. You want to go last? You can tell your story.
Yeah, I'll go.
All right.
I'll make it quick. You know me.
Shout out to Sneakerhead on a Budget. Welcome, bro. Welcome back to another one. How we feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling good. I don't know how I got hit with this random cold out of nowhere, but it's funny too, because last time you guys asked me to get on, I couldn't wake up because I played NCAA. But I have a cold and I woke up perfectly fine, so I don't know what's going on.
And Mr. Think I'm Possible. What's up, bro? Tell us what's going on,
Hey.
man.
Good morning, fellas. Good morning, Sneakerhead on a Budget. I actually feel that it's weird. I typically get sick about once a year, and when I do, it's like a summer cold. It's when it's beautiful outside. That's when I got the runny nose. I get those. I only get those summer colds. So heal up, brother. Heal up, man. Let me share, man. Man, this is so weird. Man, this is so weird.
You gotta give him the spotlight, Lewis.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to him.
Good morning, phone. Good morning, phone. How you doing? Man, this is so weird. So I'm gonna sum this story up pretty much as fast as I can. I'm 44 years old and I love roller coasters. I absolutely love them. I love roller coasters. Typically, I tell people, I've been telling people most recently, that I no longer get on roller coasters, and it's not because I'm scared of them. It's primarily because I manage my risk differently as I get a little bit older. Just certain things that I just don't do. And roller coasters joined my list. Anyway, we went to Elitch Gardens. That's out here in Denver. That's like our version of Six Flags Great Adventures. And of course, you know, your boys having fun with the kids, and I'm getting on the roller coasters. I get on this one ride. It's called the Brain Drain. Now, you know, when I looked at the name of it, I was like, all right, I shouldn't have too much of a problem because I probably don't have too much brain to drain, right? So I'm like, I'm safe. So I get on this ride, and this ride is pretty much a big circle. And, you know, the ride starts with, you start right here in the middle, and then it goes this way, and it goes this way a little bit more, and then it goes this way a little bit more, and eventually you're hanging upside down while we were pretty much, I don't know, 80% upside down, kind of stuck in the air. I get hit in the head with something. It felt like a punch in the face, but we're all in a harness, right? We're all harnessed down. Man, somebody's cell phone clops me in my head, pops me in my eye while I'm stuck on this ride, and the phone landed by my feet. So I saw it, and I put my foot over it, just so that it wouldn't fall off the ride, right? So I'm protecting whoever's phone it is. I'm protecting their phone during the duration of the rest of the ride. The ride goes through its whole thing. He does this full circles upside down a couple of times, the whole 9 yards. And then we come to an end, and everybody on the ride is sitting there looking at me, kind of like making like that gruesome face. They're like, "Ooh, are you okay?" You know. And I take a look at my eye. You can still see it. You can still see right here. I mean, the swelling hasn't gone all the way down. But I mean, this thing looked like it looked bad, man. It looked like a softball, right? I mean, this thing was just like, girl came up to me. She's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, but like, is there anything I can do?" And I was like, you know, I'm good. I'm a big boy, right? So I give her back a cell phone. But my daughter was upset. You know, she was mad at the girl. You know, so my daughter daughter kind of went off on her a little bit. I told her to relax. You know, I'm okay. Because she just don't want to see her dad. You know, but at the end of the day, now I know why they call it an iPhone.
Yeah.
Because
Hey,
her phone introduced itself to my eye and it swelled up pretty good. So,
My man got the Hassan
It was
Rock
bad.
man. Y'all remember that?
Yes.
The Hassan.
Yes. So
They got to get you that what is that flat metal cold piece to put over it.
yeah, to put over there to flatten out the eye. Oh, bro, it was bad. And that picture I sent, that picture, Perp, I'm gonna send a picture to the group chat. But the picture that I sent, that was after 20 minutes of icing it, by the way. So
How you feeling
Yeah.
this morning, though?
nothing for it's just tender to the touch.
Okay.
It's just a real extremely sore, but I don't have a headache, anything like that. And I was trying to tell everybody. I mean, you know, I went through the medical. They put me in the medical room and all that stuff at the theme park, and I was like, I'm 6'3", I'm 260 pounds, man. Like I'm a big boy. Like I could take a punch to the face. You know, I'm all right. I was like, I'm all right. But you know, they had to do what they had to do. It's all good. It's all good.
Nice.
Nice, man. Well,
Yes, sir.
Glad you all right, bro. No lingering
Yeah.
effects, hopefully, from that.
Mm-hmm.
For real. Well, look, not only is it a Jordan 4 weekend with those wet cements dropping, are any of you gentlemen going for them? Mr. Think, I saw you hit on Foot Locker yesterday.
I did. You know, thanks to my boy, Hate to Lose. He should be popping on here pretty soon because I was at the theme park, you know, when the notification came out. And if it wasn't for him to tell me to check, you know, I was out there having fun. That was actually before this happened. I probably would have missed it because I only had like a 1 hour window. So yeah, I did go ahead and hit on those. I'm picking them up this morning.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Nice. Well, it looks like it may be a harder cop for these shoes than we initially thought, as apparently the sneakers app is only going to have about 78,000 pairs. And actually, I was talking with Mr. Think yesterday, and he went around to some of his local shops. And as far as the big sizes are concerned, it looks like it's going to be slim pickings. So I'm predicting that we may see those big sizes move, but those smaller sizes may end up sitting around.
You know,
What do you guys thoughts on that?
for me, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I told you guys I want the sneaker, but I do feel like either A, we're gonna see this outlet bound, or along with it going under retail, but most importantly, man, if y'all notice this week we had so many restocks after restocks, like this whole entire week. So I would not be shocked if this sneaker restocks. So for me, I'm gonna play the patient game, the waiting game, and I'm gonna wait.
I will say Military Blues, they restocked today.
Again.
Yeah, again. Real quick. Tyler mentioned the stream is lagging something fierce. Kind of wanted to address that real quick. Chat, let us know how we're looking in the stream there. Try to get everything going.
Yeah, that could be the program itself. I don't know. But,
Yeah, I asked him, is it still streaming? I mean, is it still lagging?
Yeah, I just picked that.
But yeah, so they restocked Military 4s on DSG, and they just restocked the DTLR, and DSG also restocked the Bread 4s as well, which that was more of a quiet restock. They didn't really put that out there like that. But that's interesting how many times both of those shoes now have obviously the Military Blue 4s are restocked way more than those Bread 4s have.
Right.
But it is interesting how many pairs they actually made of both those shoes. Hold on here.
That's what people wanted.
We got here someone saying the sound is messed up.
Yeah. Jeffrey Flight, what's going on, bro?
Oh.
Said the sound messed up.
What does it sound like though? The sound is messed up. That's
I just muted my mic. I know we having a bunch of little IT technical issues here.
Yeah, that's a first.
Do we sound like a computer? Computer love.
Hey.
Come on, man.
He said it's the lag that's causing it. It's choppy. I wonder why that's happening. Does anybody have any extra programs or something on? I don't know.
No,
Couldn't tell you. It's wild.
Hmm.
I turned off my CrowdStrike, so you know.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why that's happening right now. Interesting. Well, we're gonna try and rock with as best as possible.
Yeah, I'm
Unless
gonna
you
go
guys
on
wanna-
mute. I'm gonna go on mute, but I'm gonna go to my page and actually watch it, see what's going on. So y'all get to do your thing. I'll be here.
Okay.
All right. Well, not only is it a Jordan 4 weekend, it is also opening weekend for the Olympics over there in Paris themselves. What are you guys looking forward to watching?
I love gymnastics, bro. Like gymnastics has definitely always been like my number one Olympic sport to watch, in my opinion. That's number one. Two would be definitely basketball. But I love gymnastics. I love it.
3
Absolutely.
track and field for sure.
Yeah, track and field is gonna be crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Y'all think Noah Lyles is gonna you think he gonna go ahead and take it again?
I mean, he's got one of the best shots, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah.
The way he be talking, he better.
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, because we saw a lot during the Olympic trials that were talking a lot of trash, and they ended up, punching that ticket home.
I mean, this man bringing Yu-Gi-Oh cards to trials. Like, you better do something with that, man. You better do something.
Hey, Swift Business Gaming, bro. We appreciate that. We appreciate you for real. We definitely appreciate you, bro.
Did you see did you guys see the pictures from opening ceremony last night where it shows LeBron there on the boat like holding the flag?
Yeah.
And so all over Twitter they were putting that that picture where it showed George Washington on the boat when he was crossing the river.
Oh,
Did you guys see that?
I didn't see it.
I didn't see that. That sounds crazy.
Oh my goodness. I forget what the name of that picture is with George Washington, but oh man, they were making all types of fun. All types of fun with him. Oh, okay, yeah, it was crossed into Delaware.
So I got a question for y'all, right?
What's up?
So let's talk about the Olympics real quick. When you guys look at Team USA and the basketball side of the house, do y'all think, like, if they don't get their stuff together, man, either A, we're going to get knocked out, or B, we might be playing for that bronze medal? I'm very curious about y'all thoughts because we have not been really looking like a cohesive team playing. What y'all think about that?
I mean, from what I've checked in and seen, it's been like, it looks like LeBron's basically been carrying them to a lot of these wins. You know what I mean?
You think
I don't know.
you think
I
it's
wonder
only
if they're
LeBron
taking it
carrying
serious
the
though.
team? You feel that way?
I mean, that's the consensus I've been getting from people. Is like LeBron's been the one who's really been like.
So nothing about
Like
Anthony
they-
Edwards?
Exactly. Nothing about Anthony Davis with all them blocks and defense.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you.
No, I get it.
I'm saying what
But
I
Anthony
hear.
Davis-
I'm not saying it. I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying there's not other people contributing. I think part of it is the storyline they're trying to obviously put out there.
Yeah, and this is a scoring era. Like this isn't about the defense, the other things that count for. Everybody just cares about scoring. Nobody cares about the opposite side of the floor, what's going on. So I get it. I understand. I get it. So I don't know. If we don't get it together, man, we not looking good. And it don't matter how great our players are. If they don't play together, we're gonna lose.
100%. They're playing casual hoop.
What?
They didn't even take South Africa seriously.
Yep, that's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
I was going to ask that because what was the team they lost to by a point? I mean, they beat by 1 point.
That was Sudan. Was that Sudan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They barely beat Sudan. Who else did they barely beat? They're not playing seriously. They say they are, but they're not playing seriously. It's not. I don't honestly think they put a cohesive group together. I think they just got a bunch of names to say, yeah, this is gonna be enough. and it's not talent. It's not like talent over everything anymore, because like everybody in Europe are getting better. Like we got more Europe players playing in the league now than it was back in the '90s. So everybody's getting better, and we're still like, oh yeah, we just have the talent. They're not really putting a group together they think is gonna mesh. So if they keep doing that, then yeah, they about to get a bronze.
You know, I agree with you, and I will say this, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, there's nothing wrong. Drew Holiday is a solid player. Like, he is solid, bro. But there's no way you can tell me that Damian Lillard and or Kyrie should not have been on that team.
100%.
There's no way. There's no absolute.
Don't forget
way.
about Jalen.
That's true. And you know, honestly, even though they don't play the same position, I like Jaylen Brown, you know, better than JT, Jason Tatum. I think Jaylen Brown's a better player overall, and that's just my opinion. But hey,
Agreed.
it is what it is.
I think there's a lot of people that probably agree with you on that, though.
So,
Off of finals,
you know, they
MVP.
going by names. They're not going by like who really can go set the tone and get out there and really do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the big draws this year for the Olympics obviously are going to be, you know, track and field and what's going to happen with the sprinters. USA basketball for sure. The women's are also going to draw in a lot of attention, although there's a lot of people upset that Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark were not selected for the teams. How do you guys feel about that? Do you feel like they should have been there, or it was okay to leave them off?
I'm indifferent. Like, those two have a great storyline. They have a great battle against each other. They are phenomenal. Both ladies are absolute phenoms. At the same time, I know they're looking at Team USA basketball for those who are more seasoned, you know, opposed to rookies. So to me, it's like kind of a 50-50. I get it. And you got to remember, too, Team USA lost to, you know, the WNBA.
That's right. Led
They
by
lost.
Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's 50-50. But at the end of the day, I think that woke the ladies up on the Team USA thinking, oh, we just going to run through them. And they're going to have to go ahead and absolutely put in some real work. Because, again, like you said, over there in Europe, the Europeans, they absolutely shooting, bro. I mean, they shooting your lights out. They really can shoot. And they're going to have to lock down on the defensive side to go ahead and make this win.
Absolutely.
So two things I saw was that the last time the ladies Olympic team lost to the WNBA, they went on to win a gold medal. Also, there was a stat out there that showed that the men's Team USA basketball during this Olympic run are going to go against 86 different NBA players.
Yep.
As opposed to, they said when Mike was on the Dream Team, I think they said maybe it was about 6.
Yeah, about 6 and 9.
Yeah. Okay.
So they're definitely going to see some serious competition as far as the players that they will face on this gold medal run.
Yeah. You got to remember, too, with the NBA, like, you can have someone who sits on the bench, and it doesn't mean that person on the bench is not better than the person on the floor. So they go by like minutes. They go by like, hey, if you play this player over too many minutes, we got to go ahead and spend more money over here. This person we investing in over here. So you guys kind of remember, man, a lot of this stuff is like, when it comes to the NBA, like who really they want to paint that narrative to. So you guys got some, you know, we definitely got some guys in the NBA who should be starters, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we really do on the bench. So it's quite interesting how the business works.
Yeah, I was gonna speak, and I'm a little biased when it comes to the NBA. When it comes to the Olympics, you literally have people that's training their entire lives to be at this very point, you know, in life.
Mhm.
When it comes to NBA basketball in particular, I don't know if these boys. All right, there's a combination of things. I don't know if these boys are even taking it serious. Serious enough to that level. But then again, when you guys talk about gelling and meshing, I can tell you because I've definitely hung around a fair share of basketball players, out here in Denver, professional basketball players at that. And in these guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, in these guys' minds, to them, like all of them individually, they're the best in their heads. Like they are in their own heads, they're number one. So it does take a while for people to mesh and vibe and play together because, like, in Anthony Edwards' head, he's the best player in the league. But in LeBron James' head, he's the best player in the league. And that goes for every single person who's on this team. Like, if you ask them, they're going to be the best. People come from all over the world to play U.S. basketball. So that goes to show you that the amount of talent, the NBA is Olympic talent. So if these boys took bronze, I don't really think it means anything at all. I personally don't think it means anything at all because any bragging rights that anyone gets, you say, oh, we got a gold medal, and it's like, yeah, but you're not good enough for the NBA, bro. That's what it comes down to. You're not good enough to play in my league.
Yeah,
which is the league that everyone comes to, right? It gets the most attention, it makes the most money. So it's like, regardless of how good you think you are, you're still not good enough for the NBA. I don't know. That's a bragging right all by itself. So I don't know how serious they're taking it. I don't know, but I'm talking about basketball in particular. I'm not talking about for every category, but for basketball in particular, the NBA is the Olympics.
Okay.
I'm mad at that.
yeah. I mean, there are a ton of guys though who probably could play in the league and just
They're bigger where they're at,
yeah,
of course.
you know.
But the NBA is the Olympics. And I would also submit, because we talked about this before, you can take the worst NBA player. We can Google it and look up statistic-wise who's the worst NBA player. And like we talked about this before, you could put them in any rec league and they would demolish all of us.
Oh yeah.
Demolish the worst player. That's how competitive that sport is in particular. They would demolish us.
Absolutely.
So that's almost like the argument: could the best college football team beat the worst NFL team?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I would love to see that. I would love because.
But see, it's worse in terms of this year. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be out because Nick Saban retired, so Nick Saban's not there. And who won last year? Was it Georgia? Georgia won the national championship.
I don't know.
No, UGA didn't win.
Who won the national championship? My man Jason Corley. What about the teams with foreign NBA players that went back to play for their home country? Yeah, we were talking about that. The Team USA is going to end up facing about 80 some different NBA players on this Olympic run. So a lot of the guys from the NBA went back to play.
Yeah.
Yep. Schroeder, you got Hachimura,
Jokic.
Yep. Joker. Yeah.
you know.
Although when I was watching the I don't know if it was an exhibition game or some game with him in there just recently. He just kind of seemed like he was checked out.
You don't want to play.
Probably saving it.
Which nothing for nothing. Shout out. I mean, I don't want to talk trash, right? But shout out to all of those players that actually go back and play for their home team, because if they wasn't there, how good would the team actually be?
That's true. That's so true.
Very true. So we were talking about money, and Perp brought this up to us yesterday, because some of these NFL contracts are getting crazy out of hand. With Jordan Love getting a 4-year, $220 million contract extension, $155 million guaranteed. $155 million guaranteed.
Better hope you don't go down. Better
Dude.
pray you don't go down.
Right.
But even if he does, he's got 155 guaranteed.
Guaranteed, yeah.
No, I'm
Locked
not
in.
talking about for his sake. I'm talking about for the franchise's sake.
Well,
Yeah.
listen, the way these contracts are right now, some of these teams are basically handcuffing themselves with how, because it all comes down to how they set these contracts up to hit the salary cap. Granted, the salary cap has gone up this year significantly. It will go up every year for the next few years significantly, especially with the fact that the NFL now has really started to push this international play, because the Packers will face off against the Eagles first game of the season down there in Sao Paulo, Brazil. You know,
He better win that game too, because he got overpaid.
who?
Love got overpaid.
Love. I thought you was going to say Hurts did.
Nah.
No, I'll talk about my guy.
Hurts is proven.
Hurts
This
better
man
work on his
had-
consistency this season. That's all I got to say about that.
Love had one good season.
Well, that play calling better be where it's at. I'll tell you that. What do you guys got to say about some of these contracts, though, man?
Me personally, man, I'm not hating. I mean, if you want to be honest with it, I mean, I think I'm not saying people don't deserve to, have reap the benefits of their hard work, but when you have like doctors, right? People who absolutely truly saving lives, and they're not even making close to what these sports figures are, these athletes. It's just mind-boggling. It's absolutely crazy, and it just kind of puts a perspective on like what people value more. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say that, but I'm not hating on these. I'm not hating on these athletes, but I just have to give you my honest truth about it. It's just crazy. Mr. Think, why you laughing at me?
No, I'm not laughing at you. I agree with you. America love their sports, man.
It's crazy, man.
America love their sports.
Yeah, I go to school 8 to 12 years, right? You know what I mean? And I'm making, I don't know, I'm making up a number, y'all, whatever, 400,000, 500,000, and we got a guy who did a 10-second sprint, who's making 10 million. Dang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't born with the right genes.
I mean, listen, genes aside, the amount of training that goes into being able to get those 10 seconds consistently. You know what I mean? Like we all see the finished product a lot of times. What we don't see is all the hours of work, day in, day night, having to stay on top of your nutrition, having to get the proper sleep times, that they go into being able to consistently put out those numbers and try to basically beat yourself as well as the other competition.
Remember some years ago, they actually showed what Usain Bolt was going through when he was training. And my man literally was calling Earl Collect, like after like so many sprints, he would sprint, call Earl. He had to get right back online, doing it again. He's puking up again, getting back, doing it. So you're right. We don't see all the effort, but at the end of the day, I'm sitting back like, if I'm here, in school, in medical school, you know what I mean? And I'm over here, got to make sure I got to keep a steady hand, and I'm absolutely cutting open flesh. You know what I'm saying? Trying to sew somebody back up. It's a whole different ball game in my opinion.
I mean, listen, imagine you're the surgeon that has to work on one of those athletes. Right? Now, a lot of those surgeons who do work on the athletes, they do get paid pretty well. I will say that. But yeah, man, listen, sports and entertainment and the amount of, I mean, look, even the WNBA just got some extra TV money now.
Absolutely.
So you're going to see their salaries start to go up too.
So a caveat to that, fellas. Caveat to that. Now I got a question for everybody in the chat. Do you all feel like Caitlin Clark and Angela Reese should get a pay raise? Because truth be told, let's be honest, I feel like they kind of propelled the WNBA a little bit when it comes to popularity. I'm really curious about y'all thoughts on that.
Perp.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't think anybody will argue with how they've elevated not only the WNBA but their respective teams as well. I mean, there's been uh, overwhelming response since they've joined, and with ticket sales, with the way attendance has gone. I mean, the way vendor sponsors have literally bought out all the skyboxes to, I mean, just the Chicago Sky alone. I mean, none of the vendor boxes have been completely sold out ever in the history of the WNBA ever since Chicago Sky has been here. Now they're taxing 3 times what they normally were 2 seasons ago. So I always say this. I've said it multiple times. I'll continue to say it. Jay-Z said it best. People lie, numbers don't. And the numbers are showing magnetic favor toward, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark.
Facts. I'll say this. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we get you now.
I'm gonna say something on y'all's show that might be a little controversial for some folks. I'm not trying to get y'all canceled or nothing, but
Hold up. So let me give you the solo.
okay. I'm gonna say something highly controversial. I'm speaking on me. I'm not speaking on their show. All right. I'm gonna say this. A lot of people are hating on Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, and even some of the other ladies that came in, because of what they bring to the table. Now, as somebody who's watching in, I've been watching WNBA since the Houston Comets. They're not in the league anymore, but they were killing in the beginning. I know for a lot of people, especially you see it on ESPN and all this stuff, they hating on them, right? And they're like, oh, they shouldn't be in the Olympics, or they should do this. They got to earn their keep. I get it. I 100% get it. They're rookies. I get it. Here's the thing for me. I know it's a deal about people talking about how they're pushing up the league, and you got a lot of great WNBA athletes who are definitely killers. Like, they're definitely been in the league. They're definitely doing their thing. But I know for me personally, because we're all competitive in some sort, if I was in the league or in anywhere, and then somebody new came in and they said they elevated whatever we're doing, and I felt like I elevated, yeah, I'd feel some type of way. But let's be clear and think about it as it is. They brought their fandom from college. The women's college tournament did more numbers than the men's. And that's crazy. We were more interested in seeing if Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and some of these other girls will get to play against each other again than the men's game. And so they brought that fandom over to the WNBA, and now it's skyrocketing. Just like you said, like, tickets used to be, if I wanted to go to a Sparks game like last year, I see those like courtside seats for like $60 to $80 courtside to see the WNBA game. Now there's 200 plus to see a courtside game in the WNBA, and and they're selling out so many arenas. People are trying to see these two play. Like, it's getting to the point where they're talking about the WNBA more than anything. So yeah, these girls deserve a lot of credit, and they're gonna get paid. Like, there's college athletes and stuff don't even need the league anymore, which is crazy. All these NIL deals,
Oh, I know.
they don't even have to come out early. Like, it used to be, the coaches used to be, and I feel like that's why Nick Saban left. Coaches used to be like, my prestige, me as a coach, I'm gonna get you to the league, but you got to listen to what I want if you want to get that. You don't even need that no more. You can legit like get into an NIL deal sponsored by all these people, and they're making millions of dollars as college athletes, and they're bringing that name from whatever. I mean, Bronny James has his own following just in video games,
That's true.
and they're gonna watch the game or come to the game to see him. Her fans are gonna watch the game to come see them. So you got to give them the proper respect. They gonna get paid, and I know a lot of people are gonna be upset about it, but it is what it is. You got to give them credit where credit's due.
Absolutely.
No, 100%. I agree with you on that. And the fact of the matter is if the WNBA wants to continue to grow as a league, while these other ladies, to me, it just seems like jealousy that these other ladies are complaining that there's so much focus on Caitlin Clark and Angela Reese. But at the end of the day, I mean, let's take it another way, right? Because how much did Mike end up elevating the NBA when he came into the league. And mind you, they already had star power like Larry Bird. They already had Magic Johnson. You know, they had all these great players in itself. But when Mike came into the league, he elevated the NBA globally
That's true.
to a level way beyond what those guys were doing because of some of the things that he was doing on the court. He was must-see TV no matter where it is he went. And in this case here, you got two rookies, you know, that people want to come out and see and want to see him do well.
Well, someone made a comparison, and I absolutely, completely agree. How they're the WNBA's new generation version of Magic versus Bird from the 80s, you know. And I think one thing that really excites the fan base is rivalry, right? Competition.
100%.
Yeah.
You know, it injects, you know, a level of energy into the game, the sport itself, that, you know, it's just, we don't see that often nowadays.
So, Purple Haze, to your point, let me ask you this question. And this is for everybody. Please, chat, jump in, chime in, because I really have questions. When I look at Angela Reese and I look at Caitlin Clark, I look at this as 90s basketball. Like I'm not saying, hey, off the court they have an issue with each other, but on the court they're like, you know, they're like two pit bulls going at each other, and they're gonna do what they're gonna do. Where
Absolutely.
in the men's league, you know, we're down 18 points and such scored a 3-point shot, and we're celebrating, we're jumping. Oh, he scored. We're high-fiving and we're losing. You know, these women are looking like the 90s men, 80s men's basketball. They bagging you up, right? They looking at you. Right?
No, you're not lying.
So it looks like the men's league, you know, we looking like we're making some bread right now, fellas. Wake up. This is why I say Dennis Rodman is the greatest defensive player and showman of all time when it comes to the league.
Yep.
The worm.
Oh my! Okay, I'm so passionate about this. Come on, chat. Let me know how.
So, are you saying are you thinking that they need someone tatted up like that in the WNBA? You know, dyeing their hair. Yo, that'd be wild though to see that. You know, they'd be talking about that player.
They got some
every
dogs
day.
in there.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like I feel like Angela Reese is like a Ben Wallace, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like she's like a Ben Wallace. You know what I'm saying? Caitlin Clark is like, you know, your Magic Johnson giving you that work. And I love the battle. I love how intense these women are. Let's be honest. The men's league
Absolutely.
is high each other.
Yeah.
I'm gonna submit like a different viewpoint on that, and I don't want to call out any names, but and I'm not. This is nothing against y'all. This is against a couple of pro players. I've had someone explain to me, a pro player, basketball player, that explained to me, you know, and this isn't what we want to hear, but I mean, this is what they're told. Imagine you being like a high value player, and to your point, we're down by 18 points, 15 points, whatever the case is. And here I go diving after a ball going out of bounds, and then I dislocate my shoulder or I break something and I injure myself. That's not a good move. That's like, these guys are not going to play like that. They're worth too much money, and they're told that as well. Like so there's a certain hunger that college. This is people come out of college. They're trying to get into that professional sport, right? So they're going to play tough and play hard. These girls are killing it. I'm not going to lie. These girls are killing it. But they kind of have something to prove, and they're proving it. They're doing their thing. These people that's already in the league, you know, making all this money, their gameplay is going to be extremely different.
Yeah.
I'll even push yourself to the Olympics. You know what I mean? Like, what benefit does it give you to go to the Olympics and hurt yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I mean, if you really look at it that way, it's kind of like, because like I told you, I've had pro players tell me this. Now, it's not what we want to hear, because you're like, well, we're watching you. You're getting paid to go out there and play your hardest every game. And they're like, yeah, about that.
Well, there was I'm switching into the NFL real quick. There was a running back that played for the Eagles, and they were in a losing game. And he kind of alligator armed a pass, and one of his teammates tried to get on him. And he goes, man, for who and for what?
That's my point.
Ricky Waters. It was Ricky Waters. He
Mm.
goes, for who? For what? It was the end of the game. They were losing. He's
You
like,
see?
I'm not getting my head knocked off like this. You know,
That's
live to
right.
play another game.
Real quick,
Right.
Shaq, for everybody out there, 15 minutes if you're going for the wet cements, aka the Paris Olympic
Yes,
Force.
sir. Yes, sir.
All right, because I know we chatted about the West Cements. Who on the panel is going for him? Who's going for him?
I got a pair.
All
I
right,
got
so
a
you
pair
good.
secure from finish line.
Pass.
Pass. Why you passing? Why you passing?
I've been so selective on this, and then even Lou knows it. I've been so selective this year. I'm not even just copping stuff to cop it. Like that's a shoe that just like my man Jay said. If it's at the outlet, cool.
Got you.
I'm not spending 100 plus, 200 plus on.
But if
Nah.
what if it goes to the outlet and it's still at 225? Because we've seen that. We've
It
seen
better
that.
not be. Hey, back to school BOGO is where you'll see me at. Back to school BOGO is where you will see me at, and I'll see them there, and I'll grab a few pairs. But aside from that, I'm not paying 200 plus for that. Nah,
225.
Well,
definitely not.
Jay knows about this. Tax-free week is coming up here in Florida sometime soon, right?
We need it. We need it.
Tax-free week. What is
Tax-free week.
that?
Yeah, because we it's 7% tax here in Florida on pretty much everything we get. And so for back to school time, they do tax-free week on retail items like clothes, sneakers, school supplies.
We need
Dang.
it. We need it. Man,
So-
we need it. And you got
Hey,
to,
Cal-
I'm gonna tell you too. Like I like the wet cements. Don't get me wrong. I mean, listen, you can rock so many different laces. You can change it up. I like that sneaker, but at the end of the day, we got the Nurse coming at the end of this month, right? We do have the Reebok NASA, which a lot of people ain't probably talking about, but I'm excited for that pair. We talked about that last week. Don't forget, you got I'm Mama Years next month. We don't know what's gonna happen with the A6 Marvel drop. So we got some things in the pot that's stirring that I feel like, in my opinion, takes presence over the wet cements.
Those
Yo,
nurses are going to be disrespected.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Please
Yeah.
explain.
Absolutely. Those nurses are going to get disrespected.
You
They
think
weren't with us. They weren't with us during that era. Like they're in the era where basketball shoes was being worn on and off the court. They were not with us. They're gonna disrespect those nerfs so bad, and you're gonna see. I've already seen videos of like, and I'm not alienating age in the sneaker culture. I'm not doing that, but you already see videos on TikToks of people calling this shoe trash. What are these? What is Nike doing? Nike is losing it, and it's like y'all weren't there when this shoe was like crazy fire, but they're calling it trash, and it goes back to even like the sports topics we're talking about. You guys have watched sports for however long you guys have been fans, right? And you got people calling stars in the 90s trash, stars in the 80s trash. There's going to be a time where people are going to say Carmelo and this is trash, or this is this. And it's already happening. And so when it comes down to this shoe, back then I was seeing people with the all denim fit, with whatever, and then some KDs on. Like we was out here with denim and basketball shoes going to the club or
Yes.
going to the restaurants. Like that was us. And then now you're gonna see them and they're gonna get disrespected. And I feel like once that shoe drops, the people who know are gonna cop their shoe and it's gonna sit on the app. There's another KD release. Was it the Galaxy ones? Was a KD release that released and they sat on the app for like 3 days. And I was like, people don't know.
Man,
When you say sat on the app though, was it full sizes or was it like small sizes that were sitting?
It was just random sizes. Like the people who knew, they got them. But if you went on the app, it was like still available. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. This was like a few years ago. This shoe is gone. But you know, I see where the youth is coming from. I'm not gonna be that old head on the lawn. I see what's going on. You don't like everything.
the old head on the lawn.
The
I
old
like
head
that.
on
I like
the
that.
lawn.
I'm like, buy these KDs. You know, they don't.
Yeah, listen. I feel like the Nerf is going to sell out. Now on the resale side of the house, you know, I hate. Listen, I'm not gonna hate to say it, but I hope it plummets. I hope it doesn't go for crazy numbers because I'm loving how things are just like pretty much going for retail. So
Nice.
the Nerf is a must cop for me, in my opinion. I mean, I want them. I just wish they gave us the 2010 packaging.
Ooh.
But we know we're not gonna get that because it'll probably be a $300, $289 shoe. You know,
Absolutely.
retail. So, but it's a must cop the Nerf, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Nike don't love us like that.
Hello.
Well, it's funny you bring up Nike, but before we get to Nike, I did want to show Sneakerhead on a Budget these the Reebok NASAs that Jay was talking about.
And you know what's weird though? This shoe wasn't supposed to drop until like the 30th or something like that. How did
They sitting here on Zoomies up
Well,
to
guess
the
what?
size 10.
it ain't in my size? That's too bad.
Yeah.
Cause I got I get email notifications saying when they gonna drop, and I haven't got a notification from Reebok. So that's interesting. And I'm looking.
Look at those. I'm a big Reebok hater, and those are not bad.
To me, they fire. I gotta have them. I gotta have them, bro. I have to have that. To me, it's fire.
Oh, look, they got the exposed foam in the tongue.
How did they? That's crazy because they weren't supposed to come out. Maybe they just dropped early. They just probably dropped early.
Yeah, maybe they did. I don't know.
Yeah,
They're here.
that's
That's not
crazy.
bad.
Well, and then you see what sizes are sitting around.
Yep.
So there we go. Size 10.5 on up is gone.
Mm-hmm.
But it's always that range of small sizes that sit around.
Hey, listen. You know what?
Yep.
I had no clue that these sold out. I had no clue they dropped because I didn't get a notification.
So we were talking about Nike, and I don't know if you guys had a chance to check out the video I sent you guys from Sneaker Files. So he provided information saying that the Jordan 1 Bred 85s that are dropping next year may end up coming in two different versions. So apparently there's going to be a $215 version and there's going to be a $250 version, allegedly. It hasn't been fully confirmed, but he's hearing a lot of noise that may be the case. And apparently for that $250, there's going to be, whatever it is they're giving us, it's going to be a lot of justification for that.
Better be.
Now, I will say this. If you have the shoe at $215, but then you got something else at $250, you know what's going to happen. A lot of people are going to go, oh, for $215, okay, yeah, I get the shoe and stuff. But at $250, look what I get. And that's actually a marketing tactic.
Or
I
flex.
agree with you. I agree. I mean, but it's not. This isn't nothing new. Look at the orange lobsters that drop. Right, you have special packaging with the orange lobster. This isn't new. And then you had the orange lobster that just came in with the box. So
That's right. It was the bear brick. It was the big box. The bear brick was in there, plus the shoes.
So it's not new, but when you have the special packaging, I don't know what we're gonna get. Typically, that special packaging prices on resale absolutely skyrockets, and depending upon the shoe, the regular one's still gonna go up, but that special packaging, that's where it skyrockets.
Yeah, I mean, they've been doing this for decades. I mean, they've just been doing it at different levels. That's why Nike has the PE, right? That's essentially, that in a nutshell at a higher level. So nothing new. They're just making it more lowered prices for the affordable general public now, in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mr. Think, does that change things for you though? Since they're gonna release at possibly a $215 price point?
No, it's not going to change anything.
Well, I'm asking you that because you were highly upset at that $250 price point they were talking.
It doesn't change anything for me. I like it. you know. But like I said, it doesn't. Nah, it's not going to change anything for me. Like I said, you know, I speak for the people, just like with these wet cements. Like 225 is crazy to me. And then my
Absolutely.
experience, my experience that I'm having, your sneakerhead, man. Yesterday, man, I went to the mall. I went to one location, JD Sports, but I was talking to this cat, and I was like, what's the plan for these wet cements tomorrow? The release on these has been a little funky. Now, me, I don't have cool grays. I don't have cars. So I'm like, you know, I'll grab these, but, you know, it's an all gray shoe. I mean, the gray represents the cobblestone streets and all. Look, I get all that, but I was even throwing out to the fellas. I was like, you know, they should have gave us some sort of Olympic something stamped, branded on the shoe. You know, whether it was the rings or torches or just something like just something Olympic, you know, representation. Or you know, on the shoe itself. But for 225, I was like, it's crazy. Anyway, I went to JD Sports and I'm like, how's your stock looking? He's like, what size are you? I'm like, I'm a 12, but I've been sizing up to a 13 to let my dogs breathe, but I'm really a 12. He goes, I got 4 size 12s. And I'm like, what? Like, he was like, yeah, we got low stock on these. So I'm curious to see on how these kicks, what we got 4 minutes. I'm curious to see on how these kicks are gonna move, because I'm like, wait, why your stock numbers are so low? He's like, look, man, I got 4 size 12s, man. And I'm like,
4 minutes, 78,000 pairs apparently.
DSG was with the military blues. No, not the military blues.
The
breads.
Yeah, reimagined breads. You know, they had very low stock in a lot of different locations, but you know, a lot of that was due to late shipments. So not
true that.
It could possibly be.
True that, because I'm sitting here like, I don't know, like, so it's something real funky about this. We didn't get EA. We got the shipping option. Yeah, for in-store. So I don't know, something funky is going on with this release. And I don't know if this is going to be like a new thing, but I don't know, just something funky is going on about this release. I don't know.
Yeah, because a lot of stores do actually have the pairs in stock. So, I mean, even my local has them. So I was kind of wondering why they didn't do in-store exclusive access for them. Granted, on Wednesday when they were supposed to go out, no one could log into either one of the apps either, pretty much all day long. So I don't even know what that was about, but
right,
you know.
And also another big indicator with a lot of these shoes that we've a lot of new ones that, you know, that's been coming out. We kind of been seeing right off of like the third party apps. They going below retail before they even drop. Well below retail, you know, and these have been holding. These actually been kind of holding firm. I think the price is going to come down when it actually releases, but yeah, these actually been holding. So I don't know. Go
to the comments here real quick. Jason Corley goes, I've seen 2 different looks of the 2025 breads, a lost and found look and an OG look. Now, did they officially list it as a lost and found look, or were they just showing you an original pair of 85 breads? Because I've been seeing a bunch of those pictures floating around as well. What else we got here? And then he goes, do y'all think the 2025 bread will be I guess meant to say a DMP pack in 2 shoes?
No.
I don't think so. No.
It would be dope though.
We haven't seen a double shoe pack in how long?
It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
Some years.
Well, from Nike at least, because those villains, the Venom and Spider-Man Asics, are supposed to be a double pack.
Yep. Whenever they release.
Back in the day.
Yep.
1 minute.
Honestly, let's think about this. I think the DMP pack was probably the last pack, the true pack. Because, you know, everybody say, oh, there's a pack. And
which DMP, though? Which DMP? Which DMP pack?
I'm talking about with the 11s and the 6. The 11 and 6. So I feel like that might have been the last true pack, because a lot of people, you know, they drop in collab or they drop in sneakers. They say, hey, this is a pack, but they're not being sold together. They're being sold separately. A true pack. I could be wrong, but fact check that one.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. It says it
was a
looks
UNC
like it
pack,
was
wasn't it?
The 13-14 defining moments pack was the last one.
Okay, like I said, I could be wrong. You
It
know,
came out in 2017.
Okay, so and that lets you know, like, and I
Yeah.
probably forgot that one because I'm just not a fan of both Silhouette.
All right,
That is
we're live.
right, folks. We are live, chat. We are live.
Yeah.
If you're going in, hop on the sneakers app.
Yep, it's 10 o'clock. It's open. Let's see how they move.
Yeah, for sure. Good luck to everybody in the
Let's see
chat,
how they
man.
move. 78,000 pairs. Speaking of pairs, did you guys see the Sabrina Ionescu 2s sold out on the Nike Bayou?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can create your own, your own style to it, so it doesn't shock me.
Yeah, they
way
sold
more
out in the Nike Bayou.
Like
You said what, Bert?
I said you have way more options now, especially since you and I did it last year, year before last, where
Yep.
you have at least 15 more options now. You can make all type of crazy stuff.
They even give you options for glow in the dark outsoles.
Yep. Somebody made a Yeezy colorway with them.
Oh yeah, I saw that yesterday floating around on Twitter.
I'm
Something
loving
like
it, man. Listen, y'all know I love my glow in the darks. Y'all know.
They just restocked the cleats on the Nike app.
What,
Nice.
the Jordan cleats?
Yep.
Got you. So here's my question though. With all the drops that they're doing next year for Jordan Brand, granted, Jordan Brand was up 6%. My question is, how is all this supposed to regain confidence to raise the shareholder price or the shares price for Nike? Do you guys see any of that? Because essentially that's why they're doing it, right? Because they're trying to bolster sales and stuff. But they already said Jordan Brand was up 6%. Nike itself was only going to see like a 1% difference for the fourth quarter.
Increase or decrease?
Increase, I believe it was. It was like a 1% increase, which is why after that earnings call, they lost. It was like $150 billion that they lost because a lot of people started selling off the stock. So then the question becomes, is any of that going to actually raise the stock price?
So, you know what? I'm glad you said that. Sometimes when you have only a smaller amount of individuals who can purchase stock, your stock is at a pretty good level, right? But then when you open up too much to the public, that can also potentially drop the price of the stock with those shareholders. So that's kind of an algorithm numbers game that they have to figure out and play, because remember, some companies, bro, they buy back their shares. They take their shares away and they hold their shares, which in return can, not always, can make the share prices go up, because now it's harder to obtain that particular, to become a shareholder in an organization. So that's a very tight numbers game.
So is that the reason why they do that? Like buy back their own stock? That's something I don't know.
No, sometimes they do it because they made so much money, in abundance of money. They say, hey, okay, so to minimize inflation, to keep it at a certain price tag, we're gonna buy it back because we're doing great.
Really? So that's why they do that.
So sometimes you gotta remember, sometimes, and then other times they're like, hey, you know what? Okay, money kind of tight. We can't push out our own money. Let's use other people's money to reinvest in our company. Let's open up some shares so we can use other people's money to go ahead and we can reinvest within our organization. That's how it works.
So what Jay basically explained is that's the ambition behind why most companies get to a certain size, do an IPO, and then become a publicly traded company. It's a gamble. It's a gamble. You need those, publicly traded shares, but at the end of the day, it's peaks and valleys, right? So when you're low, you pull out the public shares. When you're high, you hold them tight. So it's Investment 101. And today's Investment 101 segment is brought to you by the letter A and the number 13. We hope you guys have been paying attention.
Oh man.
Also sponsored by Manscaped. I'm joking.
I'm also a client.
We gotta plug in our sponsors.
That's right.
Hey, Purple on Mr. Thing. Y'all would catch this one.
So
I'm
Lewis,
out of the loop on that.
real quick. Hold on, I got the notification. Let me see what we got here. Order
Oh.
confirmed. Order confirmed. So I hit those sneakers with a 12.5. I intentionally went for the half
Oh,
size.
there you go.
Congrats.
There we go.
So that's cool.
See,
That's
the
cool.
chat is lucky. The lives are lucky.
Did they sell out?
Let me look in here. Let me see what we got left.
So Mr. Think, I'm going to do a blog in about 2 weeks where I'm going to literally go into just some random stores and I'm going to cop in my sizes. Just to
Right.
show the prediction I made weeks ago about the force here. So
Yeah. I remember you mentioning that. I remember you mentioning
So
that.
here we go. 12 and a half is gone. 12 and
The
a
one he
half
just
is
got?
sold out. Yeah.
He just got.
You know what's weird? On my app, I only see youth size. I don't see adult size.
I see a full size run minus the 12.5. Which
Yeah, I see him.
Why am I
Derek got
only able to
only
see
one.
youth sizes on my app?
If you
My
go
man
to
took
feed,
the only 12 and a half.
I'm
Huh?
taking only 12.5.
I mean, I'm in the feed.
Go to
if you're
Yeah.
in feed, you got to slide it over. Because what comes up first, I see is the youth, and then I gotta
Okay.
slide it over, and I see the adult.
Yeah. I'm like, what the heck?
so full size is actually still available right now.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yup, it's a full size.
yeah.
Some told me to slow your roll.
Hey,
Oh,
I will see you at outlets.
That
Hey, amen.
reminds
Amen to
me, Mr. Thing. You've been on the well, I'm gonna bring it up here because they got a shoe coming out that I'm just kind of like I got to get y'all's opinion on this. Now look, I applaud companies when they try to think outside the box. I think this might be a little too much for my taste here.
Uh-oh.
So these Air Forces, right? These are also being nicknamed the Catacombs.
Mhm.
Now y'all know where the Catacombs are, right?
France.
Yeah, those are the graves.
Yep,
Those are the graves under the streets of France.
Which also doubles as wine storage in a lot of areas.
Now, not for nothing, I look at these and I'm like, I'm sorry, this reminds me of some type of Travis Scott rendition. Listen, with the way the earth tones and stuff like that are on there, I'm not seeing how this is the Catacombs. I'm not seeing that. And they're calling these the Black Tea and Petra Browns.
I mean, this isn't a cop for me, but I like the colorway. I like what they did, something different with the midsole.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
The colorway I think I think the colorway hitting.
It's definitely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys like these, okay?
No.
Yeah, these are not bad. I'm not buying them, but they're not bad.
I like the
I'm not an Air
colorway.
Force guy.
Well, you can like something and not have to buy it. Because I come across a lot of shoes that I like,
Yeah,
but
I
I'm
like
I'm not buying it.
I like the
Yeah,
colorway in
definitely.
the outsole. I like it. And the
I'll
midsole.
I like
dope.
that. I like that colorway. What's on that back heel?
What
Do
is
you know
on the
that's
back
on the
heel?
back there? We don't really
There
have
we
it. Oh,
go.
there we go. Oh, it just says Nike.
Yeah, it just says Nike on it. Unfortunately, it's not
something
coming
different.
through too clear.
Yeah.
But it's different. It's something different.
I like the colorway on that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not mad at
Yeah,
those.
yeah. I wouldn't cop it, but yeah.
I'm not mad at those.
But see, it's a lot of shoes for me though. A lot of times I like certain colorways, and then I'm just like kind of like, nah,
Eh.
I'm not buying it though.
No, I rock with the colorway. I rock
Which brings me to the see, like, look, if I can get my hands on any of those Asics to do a review on, it would be cool. But I probably wouldn't keep any of those. I'm talking about the villain packs.
It's a keep for me.
Oh, it's definitely a keep in the
It's a
collection.
keep for me.
So
And I know we all said Green Goblin's a number 5. I don't care if I even get the Green Goblin. It's a keeper for me. I'm keeping it.
yeah. I just to me, there's not enough distinction in a lot of the silhouettes that like Asics and Saucony and them put out. A lot of times, they all just look like running shoes to me.
Man, Saucony is cold. Man, Saucony.
Yeah, I mean, credit to them for. I mean, because some of the stuff they put out, I'm like, oh, I love the materials on these.
Well, yeah, you can't have a conversation about Asics without bringing Saucony in. I mean, they're
Yeah.
just as relevant as anywhere else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just wish Saucony would be a little bit more mainstream, because it's like, if you really don't know, you just don't know. You know what I mean? Like, and I just wonder if they're gonna ever make a comeback. Like, you know, like Reebok, they're absolutely now they're pushing the product. They're trying to get themselves back in the game, and I wish Saucony would do similar, the same thing, because again, these other companies, they can cause a little disrupt. Not to say they're gonna take over, but they can cause some disruption. And I like the disruption, because when you have a little bit of disruption going on, other people have to say, hey, you know what, man, we need to go ahead and be more creative. We need to think outside the box now. So that competition is not a bad thing, everybody. Competition is good.
Well, I mean,
Absolutely.
Saucony's been killing into the EU for decades, you know. So I mean, that's where their bread and butter is, you know. At the end of the day, just like Adidas is, you know, with soccer over in the EU and certain parts of South and Central America. But
Yep.
you know, when you think about it like this, they're kind of in a marketing schema right now where they may be like, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Now, will that potentially change in the future? I hope so, because to me, I think Saucony is a really dope brand. I mean, they come up with some bangers, but they're always under the radar here on the North American platform.
Yep. But they collabs always what? Sell out.
Yep, always, instantaneously.
Yeah, that's true. The collabs do, but that's because they obviously don't saturate with a lot of collabs, right? So when they drop something like that, it's always something special with the way a lot of them look.
Yeah.
They used to do more in the community too. I wonder why they stopped.
Money, probably.
Because they used to get a lot of influencers and YouTubers and a bunch of stuff, and they used to like bring them into the factories or bring them in somewhere, and they like collab. They like make their own shoes, so they could. They used to do a lot of that stuff, and they just stopped abruptly.
I just feel like the popularity of the brand went down. Like it just went down for whatever reason. You know what I mean? I mean, let's be honest. Nike, you know, told the best stories. They had the best designs, and then they had the most famous athletic player on the planet. All of those
With
things.
Mike, you talking about with Mike, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, come on, yeah, absolutely.
So I'm gonna let you finish your point, and I do have a big question about that.
No, I'm done.
Okay. So Jay, you're 100% right with that, right? And we got to think to ourselves. Can you guys point to one athlete right now that's really transcending sports like that?
You mean
What do you mean?
Sport?
Well, because think about what I said earlier, right? The NBA did have Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. They had players in it. But the NBA was taken to a different level when Michael Jordan came into the league. Not only did he transcend basketball, I mean, he transcended what an athlete could be globally.
100%.
You know, with the amount that he was involved in, with the commercials, the sneak. I mean, if you really think about it, where would sneaker culture be today without the Michael Jordan line? Where would it really be today without the boost that came from Michael Jordan doing what he did? I mean, you got people who had nothing to do with anything with basketball, even to this day, and you mention that name Michael Jordan, they know who it is. And 9 times out of 10, they can at least recognize a Jordan 1 sneaker.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for some of these other athletes and brands that came through, granted, like, you know, there were athletes of their time, like a Babe Ruth or a Bo Jackson or a
Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson and things like that. You know what I mean? Like you have these athletes that are obviously well known and will be forever known because their names are kept, in our minds and stuff like that. But Michael Jordan himself, just we still buy the clothes, we buy the shoes. You know what I mean? There's so much around that was built around him being a part of the NBA and even after the fact. Matter of fact, I just saw an article today. I didn't get a chance to read it, but it was something where Spike Lee was being interviewed, and he's saying that Mike is probably even bigger today than he was back when he was playing.
Agreed.
I could see that. That
I didn't get to hear like why he was saying that. I gotta go listen to it. But just think about it though. Where would the culture be without him coming through, doing what he did, wearing the shoes? I mean, look what he did for Nike. If you go back to the movie Air, people they were saying then, and see, I wasn't old enough in that time period to really know about it. But some people were like, "What the hell's a Nike?"
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's true.
I shared something the other day. I think, Mr. Think, you got a chance to look at it too as well, where they were asking the question, what were the shoes on the iconic Jumpman logo, that photo shoot that Jordan had on his feet? They weren't Nikes and they weren't Jordans, obviously. Did you all see that? That iconic Jumpman logo that we see.
The original,
Mm-hmm.
or the second one?
No, the original.
Yeah, so the original where it kind of looks like his his legs are kind of square. That's when he did it for the Olympics.
Yeah, but he was wearing New Balances.
Correct.
New Balance.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, because I believe New Balance tried to sue Nike when they recreated that photo op.
No, not New Balance. The photographer that actually took that original photo, because they superimposed.
They tried to sue the photographer.
No,
The photographer sued.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad. Yes, you're right. The photographer sued. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't know that. They thought it all started with Nike, but you have to think about before Nike, what was there, right? Before Jordan brand, what was there, right? So, just something a lot of people don't really know their history, don't know that. I knew it, but I hadn't seen the article actually publicized in years, at least 20 some years. So that was real refreshing. That's why I had to share that when it came.
Right.
Hey, Tyler, what's up?
Yeah, Tyler said it's a New Balance. Yeah, so I actually have that as my banner on Twitter, the original, right next to the Jumpman symbol that we all know today. I have that as my banner on Twitter. So, yeah.
I think Joe Freshgoods is releasing that New Balance pair.
Really?
I think the story behind that was if that was the route Jordan went with, if it wasn't Nike, like that's where it actually started. And I think Joe Freshgoods is doing a whole thing on that with New Balance.
Ooh.
So Sneaker here on a budget, I got a question for you. Right?
Yes.
So speaking of New Balance and then collabs, how would you pit Action Bronx's against the Joe Fresh? Because Joe Fresh is iconic at this point from a collaborative standpoint in New Balance. I would love to get your take on that.
Okay. I don't want to come off as a hater. I don't want to come off as a hater. Disclaimer. I don't like any of the Action Bronson New Balances. I don't like any of them. The Joe Freshgoods I like. They had that one commercial that was hilarious of the dude. He said, "We'd get money, boys." Like that was hilarious to me. I like the way he does with them. The Action Bronson ones is kind of just like what Lou says. It looks like a running shoe with a bunch of extra colors. I don't get it doesn't excite me. It doesn't get me like, oh, those are dope. They just look like Asics with a bunch of bright colors on it. Appreciate y'all. But it doesn't give me anything to be excited about. Like, I just feel like I can't do nothing with those. But I don't want to piss nobody off. I know people love them Action Bronsons. They always in everybody's top 10 list at the end of the year.
And you did not disappoint. I can definitely concur. I think it's such an iconic collab, from a New Balance perspective, and the things that they do with the material builds and how they layer and stack. I mean, with different material builds,
Mm-hmm.
different layers, different colors. I mean, they combine all three of those top tier, three factors when it comes to designing a shoe. So I'm with you on that. Would I wear a pair of Action? Absolutely. I actually had the Medusas in hand.
Okay.
And Jay, I tell you, I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed at all. And Jay, keep me honest here, if I'm wrong. But yeah, I wasn't impressed. I'm still waiting to see what those Rose Waters look like in hand. And I probably may have that opportunity next couple of weeks. But yeah, I mean, this is where we are right now.
I like the Action Bronsons. In my opinion, I do feel like I like the Medusa colorway better than the Rosewater. And Perp said I totally disagree with you, but before I truly disagree, I need to see it in hand because I've seen the Rosewater in hand and I like the Rosewater. But we already know Scorpius for 2024. The Scorpius is absolutely king when it comes to an Action Bronson.
Yeah.
Just to let you guys know, man, after our live, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, you guys will be seeing my review on the New Balance, the Whitaker Group. All right. The
Oh,
electric
yeah.
tee.
Okay.
So you guys,
Yeah.
that video is going to be premiering at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and I'm just very curious about everybody's thought on it. In my opinion, I'm going to be honest with you, what I love about the New Balance, it's the quality.
Absolutely.
When we talk about design, styling, I don't think design is we can really justify that. I mean, that's just a personal preference, right? Like, I get it, maybe majority over here, but when it comes to quality, New Balance doesn't leave glue stains all over your shoe.
Nope.
They don't have like stitches, flopping all over the place and you spending X amount of dollars. So when we talk about quality and like New Balance, they get it right, in my opinion.
And how much are you paying for those New Balance?
That particular pair for the Whitaker Group was $170.
170.
$170.
Right.
It came with additional spare laces.
See?
Make sure y'all watch the full video because a lot of people probably don't know this. There's a heavy meaning behind the Action Bronson Willful pack because there's two. And no, they don't come in a pack together. I love it. The storyline to me really sets it off, but the colorway is beautiful.
You paid 170 for a good quality shoe, and some other things are like 120, 130, 140, and they put good quality in there. We paying 225 for glue stains
And uncomfortable.
and bad leather.
Bad
And it's
insole,
like-
bad leather, bad materials, bad everything.
I don't know how many people have bought like $200 shoes and I got mold on it. Like, are we like, what?
What are we doing, folks?
But listen, here's the thing though, because we here are still buying them.
100%.
We still buying some of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, and really, what we got to ask ourselves then, what is the mindset behind that? Because yeah, you're right. I mean, listen, even within the brand itself, okay. I don't seeing out of budget. I don't know how you feel about them, but the Jordan, the Airship, the leather quality on the Airships, and you're talking 140, 150, and then you look at a Jordan 1 and it's just kind of like, my Airship got better quality than these Jordan 1s do right now,
Absolutely.
and they're $40, $50 cheaper.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, where are your kicks? Let's be honest. We all love the Awake Airships, right? I think that's the consensus with us. We love the Airship Awakes.
For sure.
Dope pair.
Resale. I saw
the
a size
trash.
11 for 98 smackies.
Yep.
98 smackies for resale. I'm not telling y'all what to do. I'm just saying, you just want to take a quick gander.
Yeah.
Facts. Facts.
Here we go.
Real
Tyler
quick,
checking in. Lots of big sizes sold out on sneakers of wet
I was
cement
just about to
fours.
say that 9.5 through 16 is gone.
Oh,
There we go.
Schuster Diamond strikes again.
No.
I
9.5
said
through
it.
No.
16.
Hold on. I've been saying big sizes will
No.
probably move and the small sizes will sit.
No. Sneakers app does not count because what Nike's doing is very strategic right now. They're dropping a low number of sneakers and sending the majority to retail stores. I promise you that. That way it skews the numbers, and it actually looks like a big sellout when in actuality it's not. It's a very small drop in a very big bucket.
He's not lying. He's not lying.
Hold on a second. My prediction was what we were going to see on the sneakers app. Now, overall, yes, they're sitting. They're sitting. Hold on, I always say that. I always say, what's it going to look like on the sneakers app? And we all know a lot of people look to the sneakers app for how they feel as though they should try to move on the shoe. So if they see this shoe, it's sold out on the sneakers app, well, I need to go out here and get myself a pair then.
But that
Because they might get snatched up. What's up?
You just proved my point.
Hold on a second. I didn't say you were wrong. I never said you were wrong.
Hey, Sneaker on the budget. Did he not just prove?
I never said you were wrong. But I just said more than likely what we're going to see on the sneakers app are the big sizes will move and the smaller stuff will sit around.
You know what they do too? If you pay attention to some of the releases, it'll say sold out on sneakers app, but if you go to the Nike app, full
It's
size
sitting right
run
there.
sitting there.
Sitting right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
Nike's notorious for doing that.
Yep.
Yep. So, fellas, I know we are, y'all are, I'm saying, I'm still a young man,
Here.
I need you guys to,
Where's the mute button?
you guys need to do your old man stretches, okay? So start
There's
doing
a
your
mute
lunges.
button.
Start doing your lunges, warm up, look, warm it up.
Yeah, black your screen out real quick. There's got to be a.
Oh, okay. Can I do that? I don't think I can do that. No, I can mute him though. That's about it. Or I can ban him. I can kick him from the studio. That's about it.
Because everybody has been really, really waiting for this. This is Ken versus Ryu. All right. And so with this Ken versus Ryu, back in the day, if you did not have a quarter, you was messed up, and then it got really popular because you had to spend 50 cents to play that game. So the game we're about to play is Sneaker Battle.
We clearly didn't get the memo, did we?
No, we
And
didn't.
with this, wait. And with this game, with this Sneaker Battle, y'all, we're gonna do it very, very tough. So I need y'all just to make sure y'all be watching us, because this Sneaker Battle gonna get crazy, family.
Coming soon to a live near you.
Yes.
Uninterrupted.
Yes.
Uninterrupted.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
For sure.
I need
We're
y'all to
gonna
get
be
ready.
Sneakerhead on the budget end on this one. He's definitely got to be one of the.
Oh yeah. Yeah, bro. You won't get in on one of these battles.
Yeah.
I'm a humble collector.
Humble my listen, if I could curse on here, I would. If you didn't get flagged on here, I would.
They got that fire.
I don't forget, we follow each other on IG, bro. I see what you put out there.
I got all GR, y'all.
But
Don't let them
hey,
tell you nothing.
Go follow my man Sneakerhead on the budget on IG though. He's definitely put out some fire fit pics with his kicks.
I mean, I'm looking
Definitely.
at some crazy heat right behind you. I mean,
Listen, let me blur my background out real quick so y'all can't,
bro, I'm seeing some crazy.
Yeah, he got something back there. He got stuff.
Good thing I don't have my stuff fully set up.
Oh, what's that? What we
I
got
missed
there?
Look at
Oh, look at those.
It's $65, baby. Let's
Love it.
Ooh,
yeah.
Look at that.
Yep.
What is that?
You ain't beating that.
$65.
$65 best, baby. Let's go.
Mm.
Hey, listen, chat. This battle it will be Ken versus Ryu, and we're gonna have a really good time.
Yeah, man.
Really good time.
I think where your kicks is a bit more blonder than me, so I guess he'll be Ken.
Damn. See, now he getting on me because I'm light skinned. That's all right. That's all right. Now he coming back.
Listen, you might be the lightest one out the bunch, you know.
Bro, you just as light as me. What you talking about?
Yo,
Look at the way that light shining on you right now, bro.
yeah, I'm about to
Yeah,
darken
that
up my.
ain't
Yeah.
reflecting off you, man. That ain't getting
Lewis,
absorbed
Lewis,
right
you
now.
don't even need lighting. That's just
Hold on. Hold on a second.
Hold on. You address me as
Hold
Hershey.
up. Look, bro. Look at my man right now. Look at my man's right now.
You address me as Hershey's.
He said Hershey's.
Dude, what you talking
Hershey
about?
swirl, bro.
Oh man.
Hershey swirl. You the swirl color, bro. Shoot. Oh man.
Oh man, fellas.
Nah, it's going to be dope. And chat, we're going to let you guys know how it is. Y'all are going to be able to get in on these battles because that's really what it's for. It's for you guys because we want to see what y'all got.
Yep, absolutely.
We want to see.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Oh, damn. Jeffrey Flight 23 goes, Jay even whiter than me. Damn. Damn.
Let's go.
Damn. Damn.
And we're gonna squeeze that and superimpose it in the next chat next week.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Damn.
That boy got that glow.
Oh my god.
Man.
Y'all talking about a sneaker battle. I know y'all was having a light skin battle. This is crazy.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh my
This is
god.
crazy.
Like MJ
Battle-
versus
battle.
Prince. Let's go.
Oh.
Watch, you're gonna have
Oh,
Jay
my
sitting
God.
down in the sun today. Watch.
My man said, and I'm a white guy.
Hey,
Yep.
Oh,
Damn.
Jay gonna be out there
Damn.
canning today. Watch.
Damn.
oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Man, y'all need some glasses. That's all. Y'all need some glasses.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Jason Corley goes, y'all leave my dude alone. Y'all leave my dude alone. So you got some people coming to your defense. There you go. There you go.
Wait, hold on.
What
Oh
you
my
got? What
God.
you got?
Nah,
You got something,
I
Mr.
just-
Think?
Yeah, I just caught a text that said full size run on Nike now. Let me take a look.
Uh-oh. Let me see.
So to your point, sold out on sneakers, full size run on Nike. I don't know.
Let
I'm
me
trying
see.
Let's
trying to
see.
see.
Hey,
Let's go ahead and check, chat.
let's see. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, he called it
Let's check it, chat.
like clockwork. Like
So
clockwork.
12 and a half is still there.
No,
Nike.
really?
12 and a half. No, my bad. I'm bugging. That was a 12 and a half woman's.
Hey, it says a men's 11. You can buy a men's
All right.
11.
It says here 10
11.
is gone,
Yeah.
10 and a half is gone, 11 and a half, 12, 12 and a half, 13 is gone.
Yeah, you can still buy size 11.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just
can
a
still
few
go 11.
left. There you go.
That's 12 and a half for me on my
There you
side.
go. I'm still wanting to figure out though. So, Mr. Thing, you got your pair from Foot Locker. Well, Foot Locker is not yet quote unquote connected to Nike, but with DSG, Hibbets, and Finish Line, I'm still wondering what this connecting your account to Nike is actually going to do for us moving forward. Single no budget. Have you seen that you're able to connect those accounts?
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that at all. I've been
Yeah.
totally out the loop for like the last few months.
How
I
that
see
card
things
treating you?
sparingly.
That is a good question, Perp. What do you think about that? As far as like that connectivity.
I don't really see it going anywhere. I mean, because we have to think about, like, I guess there were some changes that happened to Finish Line and the way they do their point system that they're supposed to be rolling out pretty soon to take it back to the way it used to be. But I don't really see it really garnering that much, success or revenue with that. I mean, I really don't understand the whole point of it. I don't know if this is more just to bring relevance back to it or whatever the case may be, but we don't know right now. They're not
Right.
they're not saying that much about it.
Right.
So let me ask you guys a question. Is it so you said connect an account, so your Foot Locker account will be connected to your Nike account?
So in Dick's Sporting Goods, in JD Sport Finish Line, and now Hibbett. Well, Hibbett's been there, but JD Sport Finish Line is the newest one. You can connect your Nike app account to the JD Sport Finish Line account, just like you can with the other two.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know exactly what it's supposed to do. They say it's supposed to give us access to exclusive things, but we don't know yet because nothing's really been put out there.
Yeah. It can't be from a point perspective because JD is point based and Nike isn't. So.
Correct. And that was the reason I was asking you, because like, and this is just a question, could this be more like, well, you hit on Foot Locker or you hit on JD, so now you're not going to hit on sneakers? Could
That's what I was thinking.
Could that connectivity
throw everything off? Yeah.
Right. Right.
Because I'm a conspiracy theorist at heart. So my thought process is, if we connect all these accounts, are you just trying to say, oh, you got your pair, now you good, now somebody else can get theirs? Is that the meaning behind it? Like, so I mean, if that's the thought process, it's gonna stop reselling because you can't get 5 pairs of these sizes, because from your connected account, it looks like you already copped a pair.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're good.
Exactly.
But see, on the back end, and I'm a numbers guy, from crunching the numbers and doing the data analytics, Nike, now you open the kimono up to Nike and they have full visibility into buyer trends. And that then helps them move forward with, a lot of these releases,
smart
how they
data.
do them, when they do them. So there could be, it could be what Sneaker on a Budget threw out there. It could be what I threw. It could be both, or it could be none at all. But I'm also a conspiracy theorist, and
no, you're right, because that is gold, man.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
That is gold.
Couple comments here. Jason Corley goes, I'm at the tanning bed now after leaving the gym.
Okay.
Hey, Jay, go join him.
Jeffrey Flight 23 goes, in the EU, the 4s sold out pretty much everywhere. Those fly here. Okay.
Nice.
Hey, Jeffrey, did you cop? I'm curious.
That's a good question.
Mr. Think, did you find your Pine Green 4s yet?
So all right, Jay Elevate and my man Warrior Kicks 26, they both went to some sneaker events, and unfortunately, they were not able to find anything in my size. They both looked for me, so good
I'm
looking.
going tomorrow to another one.
Yeah. Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, I'm ready to pull the trigger. I don't want to spend nothing crazy on them, but they know my budget. I'm down and I'm ready.
Mr. Think, they got another one August 17th here. I'm going to throw out there as well. Of course, I got sold of all places. They didn't have me remotely close to your size, but Sneaker Fest here has been pretty lucrative in the past. So stay tuned.
Yep.
Fact checking in saying Easy Cop at DTLR, and good morning to you, sir.
Congrats. Good morning. Congrats on that.
He goes, I love when DTLR does first come, first serve. It's so much easier. Only about 7 people down there, in and out, everything over with. Okay, you went and did the footwork. Nice.
Yeah, you're nice.
Nice.
Congrats.
My man said kicks wrap like 2 Parisian sandwiches.
Yeah, this neutral colorway, I mean, it is like I said, it's a pretty plain cake. You can put any lace in there and it's gonna pop. Literally.
Absolutely.
And you can put anything in that and it's gonna pop.
What would be your first lace choice, Mr. Think?
Oh man, I think I would contrast the color, so I will go something bright. I will go something bright, just to put in the contrast.
Electric blue or electric pink or hot pink or something like that.
Yeah.
Definitely something bright. It's gonna pop. It's gonna pop.
Orange, orange too.
Mm-hmm.
Orange too. Fact goes, going to tell you one thing that is happening. A1 guaranteed. A nice Nike is laying off shoes at StockX, and I'll give you 3 pairs, for example, right now. Okay. Let's see here. Jason Corley goes, with all the pairs sitting, they shouldn't care. HHO is who is buying or how many.
Right. Which is something else that Perp had mentioned. We don't, because at the end of the day, right? They're in the business of like sales, right? You're right. They just want to sell.
Fat goes, why not just mark those shoes 15% off to start with, then 25? Why take them completely off the app unless you're the very people that are putting them on StockX to begin with?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Now, going back to the other question, I guess, why would they care who's buying? Because we do have a certain group of people. I don't know what the stats are, but we do have a certain group of people that are so frustrated with Nike and be like, I never hit on sneakers app or whatever, so they're moving on to other brands anyway. You know, why am I sitting here fighting for a shoe when I can go get a different shoe, a different brand, better quality, more comfortable, better materials, you name it. And they're like, you know what? I'm so done with Nike anyway. I can't even hit on a shoe when I'm trying to spend my money with you. So I don't know how many people that is, but we do know how frustrating it could be on the other side of that spectrum.
Yeah,
as well.
definitely.
Yeah, I think with us alone, I mean, we're so connected as far as our network is concerned, and we have a lot of people, even within ourselves, to help us all be able to cop shoes when we need to. You know what I mean? So, but a lot of people out here, unfortunately, having to move solo. They don't really have
Right.
the group to kind of help them when they're missing out on a shoe. I mean, look, the fact
Yeah.
that, I mean, Mr. Think, you out there in Colorado, so you got our budget, you out in California. Jay, you on the west coast of Florida. I'm on the east coast of Florida. Perp, you over there in Chicago. I mean, you know, we're all in these different areas, and you know, depending on the area you're in. I mean, I know people out in PA in different spots. So if it comes to
New York.
missing out on a shoe, yeah, New York. It comes to missing out on a shoe, it's like we got people in all these different areas that can go check for us, because how something moves in one part of the country may not be true for another part of the country.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know,
And if you
100.
think about it like this too, to the point of who cares who's buying it because you're making your sell. You guys mentioned it. If let's say there's 100K pairs, right, that's on the sneakers app, regardless of who doubled up, those 100K, in theory, those 100K pairs are going to all sell out, right? But you also got to think about the thousands, maybe thousands of pairs are going to sell instantly on any resale website because, like, damn, I missed out. Now I got to go over here and pay the extra 100, 150 for these. So if you do have it connected to where I see that, you know, Purple Haze already got his size, he don't need 5 other sizes. I can get these 5 people who are going to put in for a raffle or whatever and automatically give them a pair. They
Right.
don't have to go to it. So slowly and secretly, I'm killing a resale app because now you don't have to pay that extra 50, 100, 150 because now you're going to get your pair. And another, it might kill the Gotham effect for some folks who they miss all the time. They get it and that dopamine hits. But you're gonna be more happy that you got this shoe. So people are still gonna buy it regardless. It might be just a secret ploy just to kill the resale sites.
A couple of these comments here. Fat goes, that's why we should get together here, because you guys are definitely going to blow up at some point. Hey, listen, we appreciate that 1,000%. We know it's coming. We know it's coming. We appreciate everybody who's been with us here from the start, man, for real. Let's see. I'm surprised how much these fours are sitting. Think they needed more of an Olympic feel.
Hey, who said that? I think that was Mr. Think. What was your idea on those wet cements? Because you made too much sense, bro.
I had mentioned that earlier when I was saying, you know, copyright, maybe they couldn't do it, but the Olympic rings, you know, being stamped in on the side, maybe like the torch, you know, maybe something that gave it more of an Olympic feeling to where you could have marketed this as like, you know, these are an official Olympic shoe versus pushing more of like the Paris theme itself.
Yeah.
To make it more Olympic orientated.
So to play on what you're talking about with the Olympic rings, like seeing as how they indented the Jordan on the tongue, they could have done one tongue with the Jumpman and the other with the rings, or something like that.
Or
on the heel tab. I think the
yeah,
heel tab.
I was just
The
gonna
heel
say,
tab,
the
yeah.
hill would have been dope.
Yeah,
you
you know what I
put it
mean?
on
Just
the heel
to,
tab.
just to
Yup.
give it like that Olympic feel, because it definitely, you know, due to the cobblestone streets, it has the Paris feel, but where's the
I
Olympic?
wonder though if they would have
part
had
of
to pay for rights to be able to use that.
Right.
Most likely.
I wonder if they would have to pay for the rights to use that. But I think that definitely would have been in a nice uptick as far as the storytelling on that shoe to have that on there, for sure.
Goes back to that story we always talk about.
What
Yeah,
else?
I'm interested to see what this box. The gentleman in what you call it, JD yesterday, he was like, "Man, that box, man, it feels like cement." He said it's
Jason
textured
Corley-
and it feels great.
Jason Corley goes, yes, here in LA, lower Alabama, Louisiana, lower Alabama, it's hard to cop anything unless it's a general release.
Mm.
Yeah, man, that network, definitely need that network out here.
Mm.
Hmm.
My man Fat goes, we have the game in a possible headlock right now. We're in position, where is positioning yourself properly? This becomes a non-worry.
Mm. Okay.
Let's see here. What else we got? You know how things become a seller's market when people messed up the opportunity when it was a buyer's market. Right now, it's definitely a buyer's market. It definitely is. With all the stuff that's sitting. I could have marched into downtown largest right now. I like the first come, first serve, and I could have brought 5 people with me and got 5 different sizes. They're 2 blocks away.
Oh man,
There you go.
super fire.
Location, location, location.
Is
Jason
this
yeah.
Corley goes, I want OG Olympic Jordan 7s.
Jason Corley, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
So speaking of, Olympic 6s drop next week. Any of you guys going for them?
I am.
Yes, on discount.
So I was going to ask that. I was
Yeah.
going to ask if you were going to wait for them to get discounted.
I'll check that. Do you think they're not gonna sell out? I'm curious.
I think they're going to, okay, from my perspective, and I'll let you guys take it. I think they're going to move pretty well. I think they are. Will it be a sellout? Maybe in the bigger sizes once again. I don't know. I mean, we know how people feel about 6s nowadays. As iconic as the Olympic 6s are, I mean, the OG's definitely going to get them. I know that.
Definitely.
Okay. So we got a comment from OGPG 214.
Yeah, I was just going to get to that here in a minute. What are your thoughts on that, Jay?
I mean, a lot of people are not 6 fans, to be honest with you. A lot of people are not 6 fans like myself. We talked about it last week about our top 5. How many of us had the 6s in our top 5? You know what I mean? Top 3. For me, it's a cop. Now, will I take a chance on saying I'm gonna wait to see what happens? I have not made a full decision, but I'm definitely got to cop those 6s, bro. I have to. I love 6. You know, 6s are my work, and we don't get, honestly, we do not get good colorways when it comes to 6s. We just don't. So a lot of stuff I've been passing up on, and I love 6s.
Couple comments here. What we got? I don't think the resale market will stay as a buyer's market forever. It won't.
Agreed.
It won't.
Agreed.
Here we go. OGPG_214 goes, I didn't go for the cement 4s today because I had the gray craft 4s.
I'm glad he mentioned that because
True.
in my video coming out, I'm going to compare these to he's talking about the Photon Dusk. I have those, and I was gonna pull those out in my video. It's a good observation.
Anybody
Or
have the cool gray 4s? Yeah, there we go.
Yep. Yeah, them joints are dope. Them joints is dope.
Yep.
Yeah, so that I mean, when we think about it though, how many different shoes do we have that are of the same silhouette and darn near the same color blocking?
Right.
Too many.
A lot. Oh yeah,
You know
too
what I
many
mean?
for sure.
Too
For
many.
sure.
It's
But also to the defense of that, you know, if you have them, good, right? But if you don't have them, this gives you another opportunity to call it the poor man, whatever, right? So
Law.
Yo.
Jason Catoni goes, agreed. I had those OG Olympic 7s back in the day. Bo Dominican York goes, they're under retail on GOAT, been debating pulling the trigger. And I believe he's talking about the Olympic 6s.
Mm-hmm.
6, okay.
Ken Norton goes, what is the next shoe that y'all will think will sell out instantly?
Ugh. You
I
talking
see
about
that.
like nine collaboration,
non-collab.
nine collab?
Those sixes
Oh,
are probably going to sell
Do
out. The
we
resale is going to be trash.
consider the super villain pack? Is that considered a collab?
collab.
That's a collab. Okay,
Yeah, that's a
That's,
collab.
that's a
Yeah.
collab,
Okay.
bro.
Collab.
there's too much
Collab with
collab.
Marvel.
All right.
Oh.
I mean, a black cements.
I was just about to say, what's our stock numbers? I can see Black Cement's doing it, but if we got hefty stock,
Black cements are gonna sell out, bro. Even if
Oh
it's
yeah,
a,
instantly.
hefty,
Instantly.
yeah, that's
I mean, because people are going to be doubling up, tripling up in some cases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen. What did we do when it came to the Bradford military force? You know what I mean? Like
Ate 'em up.
we alone had how many pairs to ourselves?
A lot. A lot. A
You know
loot.
what I mean? So here we go. What we got?
Those black holes are going to make some very dismal numbers.
I think so.
I looked at the app at 10:10. It said the 4s were sold out in 8 different sizes. Now it says they're only sold out in an 11.
Yo, come on now.
We
Fat goes, I love 6s. I agree. Jay, we get the worst colorways, bro.
yep.
OPG says, OGP, sorry, says 6s are in my top 5.
Yes.
Jeffrey Flight goes, I prefer the Paris 4s over those gray 4s.
Okay.
Okay.
I respect that.
Fat goes, I got the cool gray 4 and I still grabbed. I think this shoe is going to become a classic down the line. Materials are as good as Jordan Brand gets.
Okay.
Now, I did hear Nightwing from Wearchesters give it a very good review. He said it was
Okay.
a very well.
The Paris 4s?
Yeah, it was a very well constructed and crafted 4. He said.
Yeah,
probably
I mean,
more
I-
experience.
Not for nothing. Like I've seen them, like I've held them in hand. They are. It's nice. They are nice. And that box too, man. The way they did that box is really nice too. Andy Lester goes, if you're not buying these pairs on discount, I don't know what you're doing. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat with us right now. We definitely appreciate you guys tapping in.
Absolutely.
My man Jason Quiller goes, hot lava.
Mm.
What else we got? Fat goes.
Oh, those Hot Lava Air Techs are supposed to release. So, I don't know if they pushed them back or not.
Hot. Who are they by?
Nike.
The Hot Lava Nike Air Tech.
Yep.
Air Tech channel. Those are supposed to release. I need them to release ASAP.
Yeah, they still don't have a date for them yet, though, right?
Nope.
Yeah, that's why I was looking at that last week.
I need those
Let me see
ASAP.
if I can get
Yeah.
an image of them here.
Non-collab, man. I mean, recent. Ooh. Next month, I don't know.
Hot lavas. The hot Nike. You said the Air Tech Challenge 2s?
Yep.
Okay. Oh wait, there's a 29. I guess this is a 2019 pair. You let me know if this is it. If it looks the same as these.
That's them.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, this is
Them
straight
right there?
80s, bro. Like this is
That's
like
them.
91,
Childhood right there.
When these dropped,
That's like
91, 92?
I believe so. They said these
What
are
is
supposed to
it?
re-release. I think the color's going to be a little more vibrant. That's what it looked like on the photo. But yeah, I'm going to need these again. ASAP.
Yeah, it's like 91, 92
Okay.
vibe for sure.
Okay. Okay, I respect that.
Yep.
I respect that. What else we got here? Fat goes. I tripled up on the military blue 4s, and there was still plenty left over. Matter of fact, yeah, because we talked about that earlier, how they restocked on DTLR this morning. Andy Lester goes, the Kith collab is absolutely going to ban Asics are hot. Plus, Marvel forget about it. People going to sell kidneys for those things.
Although that Kith Olympic gear was crazy.
Yeah.
Saw that.
Jay, what do you think about the KD Nerfs 4 coming out this month?
So yeah, I just hit you up, Kent. Bro, like the nurse, when I look, it says it's gonna come out at the end of this month. Then I just looked at something else that says August 9th. So We have to see, bro. But the Nurse will absolutely sell out. But that it's still a collab, but it's gonna sell out without a doubt.
Superfly Kicks tapping in, just pulling up. What's good with you, bro? Appreciate you tapping in, man. Let's see. Okay, so the name of those are Andre Agassi's. That's what I thought they were. I thought those were the Andre Agassi's. I wasn't sure about that. What we got here? Just a sneakerhead tapping in, said tapping in, fam. Hope y'all doing good. Appreciate you. What else we got? Jeffrey Fright 23 goes, my next must cop now is the Panda 4s. Who's going for those White Thunder 4s?
Hey, yo.
I'll
pass
tag
on?
a pair to customize them. That's it, though.
So what are you going to turn them into?
White Thunder 4s.
I may do like a fruit punch type of crazy type of customization on them, but I mean it's the easiest customization. All I'm doing is the panels and the midsole. That's it.
Okay.
And the heel tab. That's it.
Okay. You definitely
Like,
gotta
2 hours.
bring that up.
Yeah.
All right, a couple more comments here. Jason Catoni goes, which of the AMA 4s coming do you guys prefer? Both of them.
Wait,
Both
Both
There's 2 3s and 2 4s.
But which 4 got pushed? Because one of them got pushed.
So I think the pink pair is dropping soon, and the more grayish pair got pushed.
Right. Okay. But we still don't have a date for that final push, though, right?
The push one, no. The push pair, no. I mean, and technically, we still haven't even seen official images on the white burgundy 3s.
Yeah. They released them. They released them a few weeks ago.
The pictures?
Yeah.
Those are official pictures?
Yeah, the official pictures.
Because I see official pictures of the blacks all the time. I barely see the whites.
Deep Sneakerhead did it on a live, but I don't think he's posted to his actual page yet. He did it on that live I talked about last week.
Okay.
Yep. They look nice. They look real nice. The material look nice.
Andy Lester goes, the Kith 1996 Atlanta tees. I bought it. People fiending for those as well. It's Olympic time. It's crazy clothes doing better than an Olympic shoe right now for me. Okay.
Yeah, the kid stuff was crazy.
Let's see here. What else we got? Fat goes, that's them. They also made a black pair that wasn't an OG colorway, but it's just a reverse that is fire as well. I'm thinking he's talking about the AirTex. Damn, we got a lot of comments here. Let's see here. Jason Catoni goes, I've seen photos of the Fossil Stone and Phantoms. Superfly Kicks goes, he missed the drop. I'm just now waking up. Hey, bro, you put in some footwork. I'm sure you'll be able to get them. Check the Nike app. What size are you?
Go to your local store. They're gonna be there, bro.
Yeah. There's still a few going on. There's still a few quite available.
Yeah,
You'll be all right.
Go to your local store. Yeah, you'll be good.
My man said that's gonna be my next. I
Hey.
guess you about to say stripper name when I start stripping. White Thunder.
Coming to the stage.
Oh man. Fat goes, I'm passing on the White Thunder 4s. Okay.
White Thunder is a terrible name. I'm just not gonna lie to you. It's a terrible name.
What would you have preferred, like White Lightnings?
That sounds better though. That sounds
See,
better.
White Lightning is like I think a grease product or something, is it not?
It really is. Jay's in the backstage. Let's pull him back.
Oh, he's back? Okay, cool.
White Lightning. Yeah, that's what I would think off the top.
White Lightning sounds better. White Thunder just sounds
What we got here? SFK_gaming says Nike app sold out. Interesting.
Nike app?
That's
So
interesting.
they sold out on the 4s?
Nah, not full size. At least I don't.
I guess it depends on the size you
Size.
go for,
Yeah,
right?
probably size. Yeah.
Let's see. 6.5 is gone. 7.5 is gone. 8.5 is gone. 11 and a half. Okay, so 11, 11 and a half, and 12 are back up. So 12 and a half, 13, 14, 15, 16 are going.
Like musical chairs and
Yeah,
shoes.
they
So
play a game.
I wonder how much of that though were people like canceling their orders, and that's why they're back up there.
I wonder how many of that people's cards got declined.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
No, I got a story about that. I forgot what release it was. No, we were doing the Dion Live Cop for the one with the Prime logo on
Oh
it.
yes, yes.
And I had put a lock on my credit card so nothing goes through, and I was not paying attention. So when I hit, it said decline, and I was like, wait, why? And then my Bank of America came up with saying lock the card, process couldn't transit, and I was like, hey, yo, I played myself. I played myself.
Here we go. Andy Lester says, been seeing a lot of videos saying resell is dead. Honestly, in all of yours guys' opinions, is reselling dead or is the economy just really bad? Would like to know your opinions. I'm gonna let some of y'all take it first before I get on my soapbox.
So Andy Luster, bro, I think it's a combination of not only the economy, the price rising of sneakers, the inconsistency when it comes to quality control, materials, and I also feel like people are looking for something more innovative. Not only with innovative, but we're looking for something new, something different. And part of it is Nike, and it doesn't matter what sneaker brand it is, right? Reebok, New Balance, Asics. You're never gonna please everybody because everybody said they're looking for something new. Well, there's some people who hate the RMP Nigel Sylvester's. There's some of us who enjoy it. And me, I think it's a nice sneaker. It's something that I want to definitely go for. But I think all of those factors truly come into play when it comes to designing, style cues, technology. I think all of those things work together. And let's just be honest. People are tired of, they're like, yo, why am I paying $600, for resale for a sneaker? Like, there's nothing wrong with like when you're doing trading cards and stuff like that, paying for something. But sometimes when it gets a little bit out of reach, gets a little bit too crazy, people get turned off.
Sneakerhead, what you got?
I'll say this, and I'm gonna definitely get on my soapbox. I honestly, and this might be a different take from a few people, I honestly think the resale market is going back to normal because before the whole social media buzz and all this apps, you had to be in certain groups to get the buy shoes or figure out I don't know, a lot of people don't even remember Nike Talk, the forums and stuff. Like you had to be on a forum to see if anybody had these pairs out there. You could have bought an Air Jordan 1 Chicago for about $400-$500 back then, and then it skyrocketed and everything. Because I know when COVID hit, that's when the whole boom happened and everybody was trying to grab stuff they didn't need to grab. I mean, you talk about ones that should have sat were reselling for $300-$400 and everybody was just trying to get something, and then everybody and their mama became a reseller, and it was just one of those things where you couldn't get anything. And I think everybody as consumers, now to the point, the economy is definitely a factor, but I think everybody as consumers have gotten smart about it. I don't need these. I don't need you don't have that large. People was getting checks. Let's keep it a buck. People was getting checks.
I was about to mention that.
To be at the house. We was at the crib. Some people was at the crib getting 2 G's every 2 weeks to be at the house. So yeah, they was just buying, $400 resale, cool. $600 resale, cool. But back then, when you can walk into a store and casually see your size sitting there and you can try it on and look at it and be like, do I really want these? Yes or no? We got back to that where you can walk into a store, look up and see a pair up there and do I actually want these? You could try it on when I have to buy it, getting shipped to you. You put it on. I don't like these. Have to pay for another shipping to send that joint back. You don't have to do that no more. So I feel like it's normalizing back to what it used to be, because a lot of stuff that I've seen, I even seen because I have some weird things where I go on Goat or something. I'll like something. I'll tell it when the price drops, just so I can see like where stuff is sitting. And there's some Chicago ones, not lost and founds, that I liked back when it was like $900, just so I can see where it goes. That same pair sitting on Goat, and it's at like $400 right now. And I'm like, everything is dropping back down. They see people aren't buying this no more
Yeah.
at that price. You gotta make your money. And the fact that people are still buying stuff to resell to make a $20 profit, stop that. Stop that. You're wasting your time and everybody else's. Let that thing sit on whatever. Stop doing that, yo.
We need your clip that you like to use when Michael Jordan goes, "Stop it."
Get some
your
help.
clip that you love
Get
to
some
use.
help.
Yeah, stop it. Get some help.
It's crazy, but it's normalizing. For me, it's normalizing.
Perp, what you got, bro?
No, I think Sneakerhead gave a really, really good perspective. I feel that, and some of the points that I'll make really quick are piggybacking off of what he said. I think COVID really just blew the game open for reselling. You know, because I mean the stimulus checks, and it's crazy because I had this conversation with Jay. I couldn't believe what I heard. You have sneaker tubers out there right now that, and yeah, I am going to say his name because this is the most ignorant crap I've ever heard in my life. Jay the sneaker guy said he can't wait for Trump to get back in office so we can get stimulus checks again.
Hey, yo.
So you just completely discounted and abandoned the whole global pandemic that we were in, which is why we were in the house in the first place, quarantine, right? Because it's gloomy. So I think ignorance, you know, perpetuates a lot more ignorance, which then spreads like a virus. So I think we really need to start right there with why is the big reason sneaker reselling just blew up in the first place. And it led to some of those catalysts that Sneakerhead just said. Now, will it ever, in my opinion, go back to being what it used to be? Probably not. Not within the next few years, because there's so many things that are going on right now, right? Reselling as a whole, will it ever be dead? No. There'll always be a need for resellers in certain capacities. As long as there are collaborations out there, as long as there are low stock numbers on certain sneakers, as long as they're specialty sneakers, resellers will always find a place within that realm to dwell. Now, from a GR perspective, we see where it's going now, right? Consumers have the power, and we're dictating the markets right now where they're going. And Sneakerhead gave an incredible, example with the Chicago Jordan 1 right there. And I also do the same thing. It's crazy to hear someone else say that. I'll watch a particular sneaker, and I'll see how the price fluctuates over a 3-month period of time, or sometimes even longer. And you'll see it, peaks and valleys. And the market dictates that, and it drives that consumer spend. So short answer, no, reselling is not dead. Reselling will never die. It will always have some type of presence out there because it's needed at the end of the day.
So real quick, just remember, sneakers aside, you got Stanley Cups that people are snatching up to try to resell.
Which is
100%.
incredibly hard.
You got people flooding Trader Joe's for I don't know what that thing was they had at Trader Joe's that people were snatching. It was like some type of bag or something like that they were going there picking up to obviously throw them up on a site to resell them as well. So
It's crazy.
yeah,
And this before Mr. Think Impossible goes, I'll just give you another example. Before COVID, I was selling off my shoes to pay for my student loans. I had like 200 and some pairs. I went down to 40 pairs. COVID hit, I went back up over 200.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm in the house, I have nothing to do.
Right.
yes.
The Last Dance is on.
Yep, I
I'm
was
looking
just
at these
gonna
apps
say.
now. I'm
So
looking
I-
through.
So
I'm back
do you-
up.
Also, that dopamine rush
So let me-
as well. Being
So,
able to really
Mr. Think, before you go, let me ask y'all this question. Do you think it's more so that we were in the house or that Last Dance documentary came out that
Both.
really pushed?
Both. We had too much time.
Do you think we would have seen an uptick in reselling had it not been for COVID, but we still got the documentary?
I think so, because we were bored. I even bought a game
No, I'm
console.
saying
I didn't have a console in a minute.
no COVID, no having to stay in the house.
Oh, no COVID?
Documentary only. Documentary only.
The doc would have done it. It would have been a slow grind, but the doc would have done it.
Okay.
I mean, you see the shoes, and they had an episode about the shoes. Like, absolutely.
Correct. Mr. Think, what
Absolutely.
you got?
I run with both of them, and I had a question, but I actually go with both. Economy does play a very huge factor in this, because at the end of the day, I mean, like, just generally speaking, just in general, man, people don't have money like that, bro.
No.
People do not have money to be dropping $200 on a pair of kicks, and we're talking about. I'm talking about retail. So back during the COVID times, when the $300-$400 for Jordan 1s, right, that was selling out. Like, I mean, you couldn't find a Panda during COVID, right? A Panda.
You're right.
Panda. So the checks and the money, it does play a huge factor. Reselling is not dead, and just a sneakerhead, like he's hitting some valid points. Look. If you can make $20 or $30 on a shoe, it's not, it's not a lot of money. When you sell 10 pairs, that's $200-$300. You know what I mean? So it really depends on
It's
to
a
what
volume
level.
game.
Exactly. It's definitely a numbers game. Sneakerhead on budget. He mentioned something very, very important, and I wanted to ask you guys a question, and then we could jump back on this. But he mentioned going to the shoe store, trying on the shoe, and saying, "Do I really need these?" When he said that, I thought of a question. This might sound silly, but I thought of a question. When a shoe is tried on at a shoe store, does that break the virginity of a shoe? Is it not DS anymore?
Damn.
No, I'm DS. Is it not dead stock anymore because someone tried it
He
on?
said the virginity.
Someone tried it on.
Is
Maybe
this
they
cherry
took a
pop
couple
when you
of
put your foot in there?
Hey, yo.
Right. Is it not DS because somebody took a couple of steps, looked in the mirror, and said no thank you and put it back in the box?
You know what? That's an interesting question, to be honest.
just
I
thought
mean, let's
that.
think about it. When you buy a shoe, you bring it home, right? You put your foot on it, try it on, you go, I don't like it. And so a lot of times when you go to list it, people list it as tried on.
Tried on very near dead stock or something like that.
Yep.
So-
VNDS, yeah.
So here's the thing, right? I'm gonna put it to you like this. I feel like it still falls within the same segment as a car. You go to the dealership, right? The car's been test driven by not only you but a few other people. So they still consider it brand new. They're not selling it to you at a discounted rate because a bunch of people
They sure do.
because a bunch of people have test driven the shoe. When it loses its value is once you've actually paid for it and driven it off the lot.
Absolutely.
I got you.
Absolutely.
So that's the way I'm looking at it. Y'all could, have a different opinion, but
Because
when we got my wife's car, I think they told us anything below, and this is a crazy amount to me, anything below 7,000 miles is still considered new. So I'm like, yo, you can loan this joint out and still charge a new price for it? That's crazy.
because what would happen? Watch this. What would happen if you went to the shoe store, you copped yourself a brand new pair of shoes, you get home, and you pull out the box and you go, oh, you're like, "Ah."
something funky in here right now.
No. When I worked at Finish Line, I did the black metallic 5s. And this guy was like, he stood in line and he was like, nah, I gotta try these on. And when I tell you, hole in the big toed sock and the smell came up, I was like, nah, my man, you can't try these on. You gotta buy these. Nah. And he was really upset about it, but I was like, nah.
Hey, yo, Jason G, what up, bro?
Oh man, we
Thanks for
got
tapping in.
we got so many comments to get to real quick. I did want to get to Mr. Think. Were you done with your point in question? Or?
Yeah. All right. So, yep, reselling. I don't believe reselling is dead. Has it killed the market? There are a lot of factors. There are a lot of factors that does come to play. But at the end of the day, I do not believe that reselling is dead. I am not a reseller. Have I sold kicks? Yes. But I do not consider myself to be a reseller. A lot of kicks. I've actually been. Y'all been hearing me saying this on the channel. I've been actually selling a lot of kicks, just for personal reasons. I've been picking up a lot of stocks, my investments in the stock market. I talk about that from time to time. But yeah, I do not believe that reselling is dead. Has reselling been hurting the game? Certain times, yes, it very much so hurts. But we and Jason G Kicks is another one, because I follow my guy Something Tough, right? Man, we buy and wear and cop what we like. That's what we do, right?
Mhm.
So whether it's a hype kick or not, if it's something that we like, it's something that we getting down with, we're gonna go ahead and do our thing with it. So it is all good. It is all good. I love the community that we do have, though, amongst us, to where we do help each other out. So that is dope. I love
Got
it.
a comment here before I let you go, Jay. It says, I think Nike made the big mistake of thinking that everybody paid resale for shoes and that they could get in on it. I think that's what it is.
That's true.
It's a good point.
That's 100% fact. That's part of the reason why prices are going up as well. You know what I mean? That's part of the reason, not the full story. But again, we just saw today what we tried to get finessed by saying, "Oh, the Paris sold out," and they moved right over to Nike's app. Like, we don't know this. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be honest. So when we keep ourselves informed, how to move better, to make better sound decisions, when it comes to copping sneakers, fashion, whatever the case may be, we have the power, people. We have the power. You don't like it, you don't have to buy it. And what
Facts.
happens? Prices will go
That's right.
down.
That's right.
That's facts.
That's right.
No, you're right. Supply and demand all day. All day.
What we got here? They didn't realize that there's some of us that refuse to pay resale based on just there's always another shoe.
Yep.
Mhm.
I like that. I like that.
Here we go. OGP says resellers killed the game for 3 years. Fat goes, I remember Nike talk. Jeffrey
Classic.
Flight 23 goes, resell shoes for $20 is goofy.
Nah, like I said, it's a numbers game too. Like,
It is.
it's really not.
If you
but
do
I'm a
it to
business
you,
owner,
what your point is, you have like 10 plus pairs and you do it. That makes sense to me. Because then,
Like-
yeah, you do get that 200, 300 if you do it like that. But for the people who just get the one pair to do it, I don't know.
I am a business owner, man, and I'm telling you right now, profit is profit, man. $20 don't sound like much.
This is true. That's gas money.
Times that by 1,000, times it by 10,000. That $20 will add up really quick.
That's
Really?
true. Yeah, if you're doing it volume based, yes, it definitely makes a ton of sense.
It adds up very quick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, like even us ourselves, right? Military Blue 4s, they weren't really going for much, but we all got extra pairs. Now, early on, I was able to make a few dollars off of them, but really, we caught extra pairs first just to see if there's anybody out there that we could help out. And once no one was really stepping up saying they needed help,
We
I
help 'em
know I
out.
started letting go of my pairs. You know what I mean? But we was all ready to let these go to help someone out at retail.
I made a video. I actually made a video about it. There was a gentleman there that I met. I was picking up another pair from Foot Locker, and I literally, he stood in line right next to me, and I sold him my pair at retail. Literally, he
See?
paid for it with his own cash at the line, like straight up. I gave him straight away to someone another sneaker fan. Just a Sneakerhead was there because actually it was one of his boys. He showed up. He didn't know nothing about it, but he was there, and I totally looked out for him.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Majesty goes, give me one Jordan 4, please. Okay. What else we got? And you could tell who those people were and are because when 2022 rolled around, you stopped seeing them buying shoes, and they had an excuse like, I don't mess with Jordans no more.
2022.
Mm-hmm.
And if you help your fellow sneakerhead out, don't be that person that don't do that. Don't do your mans like that.
If you buying in bulk, then $20 profit ain't bad for just a side hustle. Yeah, facts. Facts. Let's see here. What else we got? I've been trying to get Jarrito dunks for 4 months, but they want too much money for them. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't come down like that. I'm surprised they haven't.
Why? Why
Yeah.
you surprised?
The Jarritos?
Why you surprised?
Well, just
I wore-
because
I
like
wore my
I've
pair
seen the Pine Green 4s have actually dropped in price too.
Yeah.
Pine Green 4s have actually dropped in resale. And but like I said, I'm just surprised Jarritos haven't come down a little bit. I mean, the reason why I'm saying I'm surprised is because a lot of the shoes have actually come down a few dollars in resale.
Oh,
But
snap.
then again,
I'm looking
you know,
at
it all
right
depends
now.
on what size and all that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's actually not bad.
Let's see here.
Not bad. Wow.
Fact goes, I'll give a great example that I just got myself. How about the JPEG Chicago SB? That shoe was $698 in March 2021. You're right, and I picked myself up a pair too. I picked myself up a pair after they restocked over there in Europe. Andy Lester goes, I'd say 95% of resellers are making $20 per pair, and that's honestly good money if you're copping hundreds of pairs. But most guys ain't buying like that.
Nah.
Yeah, how about the pictures floating around where the guy had the gold medal Jordan 1s and the Midnight Navy Jordan 1s, had massive pairs, and he was selling them for like $150 a pop.
That ain't too bad. That ain't
Yeah,
bad.
For
at all.
us.
For us, yeah, to already have under retail. Shoot.
There's one video that was going around with dudes saying I had to close my sneaker shop because these were bricks or some stuff like that, and it's like, oh, okay.
Just to see how it goes.
My
Sold a
man
few of the
getting it. Look at him.
popcorn buckets that
Look,
just
he
dropped for
getting
Deadpool movie. Got paid to go to the movies. I mean, you got to be in the know.
That's
See?
true.
They are reselling those. They are
Popcorn
reselling
buckets.
those.
See the
That's
popcorn
true.
bucket.
That's true.
See?
They are reselling those. Absolutely.
See, for me, resale isn't dead, but it's definitely not what it was. And I don't ever, unless we have another pandemic situation like that, I don't ever see it coming back to that level. I think now with the amount of pairs they're putting out there like that, the other thing too is the expansion of the other brands that people now are branching out to is another reason why you're really not going to probably see resale come back to that extent, because it's like, okay, well, I couldn't get these Jordan 3s over here, but I did like these Sauconys, so you know what, I'm going to just go pick those up instead of trying to reach back on the 4s. And if they restock them or something, then yeah, maybe I'll pick them up then. But, you know, there's these other brands now that have really been able to, you know, really carve out their niche within the sneaker game to where they're seen as viable pairs that people want to go after and try to cop now. So when you miss out on a Jordan sneaker or some type of Nike sneaker, you're like, well, there's that New Balance sneaker I wanted. There's that Asics sneaker I wanted. There's that Saucony sneaker I want. If you like them, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So I think that's a big part of it. What else we got? Damn, we got so many comments here. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now who's tapping with us.
Absolutely.
For real. Make sure you all are
Absolutely.
subscribing to the One Pair at a Time podcast channel. We definitely appreciate you guys 1,000% here.
Hey.
Here we go. I don't understand why some of the other old school shoe companies haven't tried to jump on the retros. Let's see here. I mean, they haven't really, these other brands haven't really produced new silhouettes like that. They've been putting out a lot of the old silhouettes just in a bunch of different colorways and using some really good materials.
Yep. That's true.
The materials are key, man. The materials are key. It ain't nothing like Nike hitting us over the head, man, and giving us a sloppy shoe.
Man,
300.
it hurts.
Jason Crowley goes, is this what happened to the whole round 2 store business?
Round
Well,
2 was dope.
I think a lot of those resale shops you're seeing, I mean, they're charging more than they charge even on the secondary market sites.
But you
And
know,
Keep going. My bad.
Well, I was just gonna say, for me, those are stores for people who don't know anything about the sneaker game, in my opinion. That
So I'm not gonna say that. But what I will say is this, man. You're paying for convenience. So
Absolutely.
when you go to a resale shop, it's really paying for like, hey, I don't have to wait 3 weeks, 2 weeks, for someone to agree to send it out to get it authenticated. I am trusting that this particular resale shop is, selling me a legit pair, and it's right here in my face. And you know what? Where your kicks, I agree with you saying 100%, bro. Because some people willing to pay it, and us, who've been in the game, sneakerhead on the budget. My brother Purple Haze, Mr. Think, we like, are we patient? You know what I'm saying? Like, we patient. We can wait 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying, to save us $125. You know what I mean? And also, these sneaker shops, they have to pay what? Rent.
Yeah, for
especially
sure.
in small.
Absolutely.
So they have to make their money.
Absolutely.
It is what it is.
Right.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I get it. It's just that when you charging $400 for a Panda, that's nasty work, in my opinion.
Rent is due.
You know,
Yo,
Rent and
rent-
electricity is
you
due.
know,
Okay.
that's the only thing. Like you charging $400 for a Panda Dunk. Like, come on, bro.
Yep. Give me my money.
Yeah,
and
man.
a lot of times it could be very enticing, especially for someone who really don't know, but it can be very enticing because you got that, you get that rush, right? I got your size right here, right now in hand. It's like the
Yeah.
7-Eleven
Yep.
convenience. It's right. You don't got to wait for shipping.
It's
right
right
here.
here.
You're on
Birdman
vacation.
hand rub.
Yeah. You're on vacation. You've always wanted these, and you're like, man, why not? Let me live a little bit.
Especially when you're on vacation. Oh my God. They be
Yeah.
getting you with that. You be
Oh,
getting
yeah.
so lax, and you just be like, you know what? I'm on vacation. I'm living my life right now. Let me drop 500. You're like, what am I doing?
Right. I've always right. You try to explain it to you, babe, but I've always wanted these.
Not realizing, like,
We
yo, I
all
gotta
know
take
what
a
that's
vacation.
like. Oh,
You got the
man,
app
all
out
right.
trying to convince her. Are you convincing her or yourself?
Right.
You see,
Right.
man. You see, last week they was at 800. So if I move this to the side, right, and I don't get this,
I sell a couple of these pairs over here. Let
I
me
can eat some
get
peanut
some of
butter
these.
and jelly sandwiches.
Yeah, some
Nah,
noodles and noodles.
I'm talking ramen for only 2 weeks.
Yes, there we
and if I
go.
sell these two pairs, right, that's like 400, and this one's 100, right? So technically, I'm only paying like 250.
Yeah.
Man,
Oh man! All right, let me run through some of these comments and then we'll go ahead and close out, fellas. Superfly Kicks goes, our Nike store on release day of sneakers won't let you try on sneakers at all, and some stores here won't let you try on. Yep, know a lot of places like that. And you know why? Because that stupid behind TikTok trend where some of these guys go in, put the shoes on, and then try to act like they're about to run out the store with them.
yeah.
Some of y'all seen that nonsense.
Yep.
Which creases up the shoe, messes up.
Yeah, like, and then you go, no, I don't want these.
Yep.
You just did a full on
It's a prank. It's a prank.
I heard them things screech on the floor. Like, come on, bro.
Right.
Andy Lester goes, in order to sell shoes, check the bottoms, and if it's tried on, they want $20 off. You better grab the toothbrush and soap if you reselling. Yeah.
Okay.
Or, Jay, what else can they do?
Fam, we have our Reshuver Nader product, fam.
Hey.
Have all your sneaker needs, fam. Where your kicks? What's your discount code?
WYK26.
And mine is J_Elevate. And when you buy from us off of Reshuvenator, you will save what? Where your kicks?
10%.
Off of all of your product needs.
And make sure y'all
Link in
take
the bio.
advantage. Make sure y'all take advantage of that free
Yes.
shipping with a $40 or more order as well.
Yep. And please remember, if you buy the bundle kit, you will save more money in the long run.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Here we go. Jason G Kicks tapping in with us. Yo, we appreciate you, fam.
Jason G. Hey, yo,
Yeah,
go check
man.
out Jason G Kicks, man.
Yeah,
Go check out
man.
his channel. He's a YouTuber.
Yes, sir.
I like
yes,
him.
Sir.
I like him.
Fire, fire.
Yes, sir. That production be A1, I'll tell you that.
Hey yo, you ain't never lie.
Production be A1.
My on foots. That's yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
I know. I was watching some of your on feet, and I'm like, oh, I know where this is inspired from.
Yes, sir. Your
Yeah,
inspiration.
yeah.
I'm loving it.
Dope.
I'm loving it, bro.
Ain't nothing wrong being inspired, bro. What we got
sir.
here?
Nothing wrong.
7,000 is not brand new. What WTF? Those resellers. What the heck out here? 7,000. Woo.
Y'all know Red October sold for $500 way back when.
Mhm.
People are
Now it's what,
reselling it.
16 bands? Like 16 bands? Something like that?
Crazy work.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I just
Crazy.
saw a legit check on some Red Octobers that got sold, and they were fakes.
Whoops.
Ooh.
Oh, hold
whoopsie.
on. So
Whoopsie
wait a minute. Who did the legit check?
You know it got sold. They have I think eBay was there. And
So hold on a second, because the sign says they won't do a shoe over a certain amount.
no, not it got sold. Everything goes, it got sold. At least here in Chicago.
Because someone, damn, I just saw a video. Someone tried to take them something because they had the booth, right?
Yeah.
And someone
I
tried to
gotta go
take them
picture
some
of it
shoe,
out
and they
top.
wouldn't. So at your guys sold, they did do a legit check on them.
Yeah, I got a good picture of it. I'll drop in the chat.
Okay.
But Lewis, are you saying that the cheaper ones, because in Denver they did not legit check the cheaper kicks? So if you was going up there trying to legit check a Panda Dunk, they was like, yeah, we don't do those.
No, they. So I'm gonna have to find it and I'll put it in our chat. But I've seen.
No.
Yeah, you good.
No, that's exactly. They was like next.
Nah, you good.
next.
You good.
Right. They're like,
not
But
doing
they
that.
said
Good.
that they won't legit check shoes over a certain amount, and that's also why. Remember when who was that girl that they had with the braids that they always put out there on the YouTube shorts doing legit checks?
Hey,
So-
yo.
Those were all controlled by eBay themselves, and they were not allowing other people to actually videotape the legit checking. Because people tried
That's
to
true.
do it, and they would tell them, "Nah, you can't use your camera to
That's true.
view this or anything." So they all basically got to control the narrative because they were the ones videotaping the stuff. So I believe, and I'll have to go double check this, that they won't usually do shoes over a certain amount.
Okay, I got you. In the comment
that.
section, Jeffrey Flight, he did clear that up. He's talking about the 7 kilometers in the
Got
car,
you.
like 7,000 miles
Okay.
in the car.
Yeah.
But Tyler also mentioned eBay at
Yeah, I got
SneakyCon
it.
won't authenticate over 1,000.
Yes, that's what I thought. But we'll
So-
get, man, there's so many comments here.
Well,
I'll get to them. Let's see here.
You can look at the guy; he looks sketchy as I don't know what anyway in the photos. So
They really are doing too much in the psychological department. I don't understand it. They're taking the fun out of what they're supposed to be making fun. Here we go. SFK_gaming. Thank you for tapping in. Says, have y'all tapped in on StockX versus Nike paperwork this morning? Oh, there's an update. There's an update.
check
I
that
did
out,
not
man.
hear
Check
it. Yeah,
that out.
somebody check that out for me, please, while I go through the
Yeah,
rest of these
sure.
comments here.
For sure.
Somebody check that out and let me know. Ty goes, I was just jumping in to say that they moved them over to Nike at Full Size Run.
Yep.
Talking about the fours.
Yep.
Let's see here. Nitro says, hi, Anta Kai 1 is better than Nike Kyrie.
Ooh,
Them
that's-
answers is tough, bro. Them answers is tough. Hey, them
Okay.
answers is tough. Hey, them answers is tough. I had to say that
Shoot.
4 times, don't
Nitro goes, certain people need to stop going for Gotham screens for clout.
I?
Hey,
They be
listen.
faking them for sure.
Hey, listen, yeah, you can definitely make a Gotham screen.
For sure.
All the AI technology and stuff like that now, man, you can definitely easily make them Gotham screens.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. So many comments to get through, and we closing out.
I'm
Tell
checking
me,
right now,
fellas,
fam.
Something else that I think is very important point. Jay, where your kicks, Mr. Thing. Okay, what we got here? They have absolutely no incentive program or plan. They need to start giving people points to where we earn discounts. That's right. Nike does not have any type of loyalty program whatsoever.
Yep. which
You
is
know what I
crazy.
mean?
Super crazy.
Let me see. He goes, Fat goes, I never thought I would see Storm Blue ones under 450, let alone 350. Fat goes, I love bricks. If you're a full-time reseller, you're either plugged on early pairs or you're reselling everything like popcorn buckets and Stanley cups. You can't make a living on just reselling shoes right now. Yep. What else we got here? Let's see. We got the emergence of the runners, the emergence of the Vomeros, which, I mean, to me, they look like Asics and Saucony and stuff like that. Last, we got people you call shoes bricks or those people cart and sell shoes. Damn,
Man, it's-
still got more. What else?
My bad. I was talking and my mic was muted. That last question, that's actually preference though, right? Because we can call a shoe a brick just because you don't like them, really.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can say, "Oh, these are bricks," and then they sold out. But to you, like, I'm not getting those. Those are bricks. So it's that could be preference, or a kick that doesn't a kick that doesn't sell out, and you can be like, "Yo, those are hot. Those ain't bricks to me." So it's
Mr. Think, I agree with
preference.
you 1000%, bro. Like, I'm gonna tell you something, like, and this is just my little 2 cents, my opinion. Do I like hyped up sneakers? Absolutely. Do I like all of them? No, but there's a vast majority that I do love, and there's a great vast majority of GR sneakers that I just absolutely think are fire.
Same.
In my opinion, like, I don't care if you have 1,000 shoes, if you have 2 pairs of shoes. The amount of shoes and the amount of cops that you have does not make you a sneakerhead. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, it doesn't. Some people just can't do it right now for whatever reason. Some people just like, hey, I'm happy with my collection. So, those who are still here, who rocking with us through these declining times, we appreciate y'all because we understand that you guys appreciate and are sneakerheads just like us. I had to make that statement.
Here we go. Bo Dominican goes, you can find steals and deals at resale shops. Just got to really, really look, just like thrifting. Seek ahead on budget when you getting back out there to thrift, bro.
Yeah.
Man, I've been talking about thrifting for a minute. I definitely am gonna get
Thrifting.
back out there. I'm definitely gonna get back out there.
Fat goes, did Nike ever bother to put the shadow lows on any kind of discount or a swoosh because I need another pair?
The
That's
Shadow
a good
Lows.
question. I don't know.
The OG Shadow 1 lows? I don't think so. I haven't seen them there.
I've seen those in LA a lot in their Nike stores.
Okay.
What we got here? Bo Dominican goes, I know a resale shop that has the black Chrome 6 VNDS for only $120 and at least another 40 deals similar to that on different models and brands. Okay.
Hey, Bo, what's going on, bro? What's going on?
What up, fam?
Fact One says he messes with JG.
Yep. JCG,
Tyler
yeah.
goes, that was eBay at SneakerCon. Let's see
Yep,
here.
they always at SneakerCon. Yep.
Yep, eBay at SneakerCon won't authenticate over $1,000. Let's see here. Jason Corley goes, have y'all discussed Nike doing the shoe surgeon? Yeah, we talked
Yeah.
about that before
Couple of
weeks,
last
Jay.
week on the stream.
Yeah, a couple
Yep.
weeks ago, a week ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Let's see here. Superfly Kicks says, check your IG, Mr. Think.
Yep, I did. Salute.
Okay.
My man is looking out for us. Salute, brother.
Dope.
Fat goes, I'll tell you something. When you get your collection exactly where you want it or very close to it, I don't think people that don't do this understand the work involved over the years. Yeah, especially with all the footwork for a lot of the people that have been in the game for a long time. My man, Bo Dominican goes, I haven't had a Gotham screen in months.
Hey, Bo, that ain't a bad thing, man. You saving some bread, bro.
Absolutely.
Saving
Well, that
some
don't
bread.
mean he ain't copped other shoes. That just means he ain't got a Gotham screen. Okay?
This is true.
He hasn't gotten a Gotham screen. All right? Because I haven't gotten a Gotham screen like that either, but I've got that bag screen from JD Sport Finish Line.
Okay.
Let's see here. A couple more comments. Superfly goes, calling sneakers bricks when they fly is crazy. People like what they like.
You know
Yeah,
what?
yeah. 100. 100.
I heard people calling the Dion's bricks.
Yep. Yep. They have been.
Thrift game is up right now. And lastly, we got what's the update on Nike and StockX? Haven't heard anything
Yeah,
really
we're
on
gonna
the
have to keep
Nike
that
and StockX lawsuit. We still waiting on
Definitely gonna do some research.
information with that. Gentlemen, going on here now. Whew, about 2.5 hours. What we got to close out? Mr. Think, what you got, bro?
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and start and say, number one, I appreciate all of you for tapping in. Shout out to Sneakerhead on the budget. My man came through. Man, it's good to see you, brother. It was last week. He was playing his game. He didn't have time for us. So I just wanted to say thanks.
You calling him out? You calling my man out? I love it.
No excuses.
Perp.
Man, chat, you all are literally the sixth man in this this game today on this beautiful Saturday morning. Thank you all for tapping in. Don't forget to please like, share, subscribe. All of these gentlemen up here because they got some fire channels. And we thank y'all for tapping out with us, and we continue on to build and grow this. We can encourage support, and we appreciate you guys rocking out with us. You all salute.
Hold on real quick. Perp. You did not preference this picture that you sent over with that box that they're using. That's that digital box that's supposed to be able to take like I think about 15 different camera angle pictures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't see. You didn't say that they were using that box there. So that
words, though,
that box is that's like a new thing now that they came out with, that they're using to legit check the shoes. We'll have to definitely table that for next week's conversation. But yeah, that's apparently that's a pretty expensive piece of equipment too. Now that they're using to legit check the shoes.
Minutes.
Yeah. Jay, what you got, bro?
Hey, fam, again, man, I appreciate everybody on the panel. I appreciate, man, everybody who's been rocking with us, chat. Man, much respect to y'all. Just remember, man, like, after this right here, if y'all got some time, definitely go over to my channel, man, and check out the New Balance, the Whitaker Group. Shoe review on that, on the 1906U. I appreciate y'all, man. Without y'all, this is not possible. You know them all.
Tell them, bro. Stay horny, right? Pause.
Shirts are available. Shirts are available. Y'all might be interested.
Full size run.
Sneakerhead on budget, bro.
Man. Hey, I appreciate y'all for having me on. I know last week was a little bit of a, no excuses.
Nope.
The game is fire though, but no excuses. Appreciate y'all for having me on. It's always a good time connecting with everybody, having a blast. The comment section was going crazy. Everybody I had a great time this morning. Y'all get up super early, and I appreciate y'all because that is early as hell. And for the other people on here, definitely watch GOAT and StockX. Like, watch the sneaker market. It's definitely like the stock market. It's really fun to actually look at it. And when you actually finesse the system, I'm telling you, it's actually a blast. So definitely do that.
Finessing the system. I wish I had my SpongeBob finesse. right now. Oh man, yeah, definitely, guys. Listen, we appreciate each and every one of y'all that tapped in with us on the live this morning. Catch us next week once again, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for another live, guys. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to One Pair at a Time podcast channel, and make sure you are subscribed to Mr. Think I'm Possible, Jay Elevate, Sneakerhead on a Budget, Purple Haze once he finally debuts his channel coming around Thanksgiving 2024, and myself, Warrior Kicks 26. We love you guys. This is Lewis of the Wear Your Kicks channel, reminding you to be true, stay in a moment, and don't forget, every day is a great day to wear your kicks, and we out. Peace.
Yay.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you guys, man.
Yeah, man.
I got to go shake a leg. Got to run some errands. Perp, I know